anyhow, you guys made it to this formation of rocks, which is hovering a few hundred feet below the edge of Aerie. You made it past the waterfall into a secret cave where Hoots discovered that Mr. Boots had stolen the wand. Hoots, with your permission, I'd like to add one quick descriptive note, which would be as your fury really empowers you to respond in some way, that you place the helmet on your head and
Yes.
fly out past Kitty. You sort of fly past Thrax and Manon, and then straight up back toward Aerie, having screamed out something to the effect of, betrayed Mr. Boots, or Puss in Boots, I think is what you actually said. And then you shot straight up. At that stage, Thrax turns to Manon and says, Manon,
Yes.
do I look that cool when I go into a rage? Okay.
Almost Thrax.
Damn. So at this point, I would like to let me clear the initiative order from the other game that I run on this guy, and get you guys to roll initiative. So we're going to have the initiative order sorted out before we go into the next map. Okay.
Before we die.
But whatever happens, Hoots, you're going to be between 1 and 3 rounds ahead of everybody else.
Okay.
So like they're going to have to respond and use an action to drink a potion, and then you're already going to be dashing, I'm assuming. Fair enough. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So go ahead there, Hoots.
Let's see. Gonna roll. Okay.
Alrighty. Are there any questions before we continue? Before we do anything else? Any clarifications?
I do have a question. Sorry, you can go first, Tiffany.
No, just the direction in which Puss ran off to, Puss in Boots, he was not at the inn?
You guys, the last you saw him, just to be clear, and there was some discussion sort of offline that didn't happen between the characters, but the last you saw him was Kitty caught the bouquet, he ran off, he joined the band at the wedding and began to play songs for the wedding, which was received well because he's really an excellent performer. And so you guys were like, the hell with him. And then everything that happened after that, you had lost track of Boots. So for all you know, as soon as you guys were out of sight, he did what he did. You do know that he has the winged boots. But yeah, I feel like Hoots, you were sort of in a rage, heading north or straight up, I guess, back toward Aerie. I do want to say that your helmet, as soon as you put it on, the normal 1 hour necessary time to attune to it will be not required. It pretty much instantly attunes to you. So did we put that on your character sheet?
I don't.
Or I did. Here it is.
Oh, sweet.
I did it for you because I know you guys are all busy. There it is. Guardian Helm. So the golden helm acts as a spellcasting focus, and I mechanically already put that on your character sheet. So your +1 to attacks and difficulty to saving throws is there.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Also increased your armor class, and then you have proficiency now in the perception skill is
Dang.
So
yeah,
there you go. So hopefully that'll help. Let's have everyone, I feel like Hoots, with your initiative's right in the middle, so you're going to be essentially 3 turns ahead of everybody else. So when we start on the next map, that'll be like you guys are going after Hoots, right?
Because he's already flown up.
Well, yeah, because you guys are going to have to that's where Hoots is going. Then you're going to have to drink your flying potions and go.
Yeah.
Right. So
I do have a couple questions then.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, gosh.
One to maybe the group. I'm out of flying potions, so I don't know how, if we don't have Boots with the shoes to carry anybody, and Hoots is gone and can't give us a fly spell. I don't know how I'm supposed to get up there.
You had
I-
2 flying potions. So
I think I took both of them though, didn't I? Because I
No.
don't have, I have the water breathing one. I just don't have any more flying.
I think we
everybody
only
should
took
have
one.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
should have. They last an hour.
Okay, so I'll
So
give
you should be
myself
good.
one more.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad I checked then. Could I, with the magic quiver, there's 2 items I'm curious if I can make at 1 per day of anything.
Yeah.
Can I make more rogue's powder, and can I make, I know it has to be one or the other, but more flying potions?
Okay, so as far as you know,
Ooh.
the thing can, in fact, on your character sheet, we should probably just make I don't know if we've done this. So I'm glad to get this stuff done before we start.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. I didn't want to like, I know we're in a momentum here towards the storyline, but I just want to,
do you see on your
Figure out
character sheet where it
logistics.
has rogue's powder?
yes.
And actually, thank you very much, because that reminds me of 2 things here that I wanted to do. We're going to
Yay.
put
I hope.
themes,
Or I just
and we're
killed
going
a
to
small.
put quiver, right? And 20, and then the description is things. You see where it says things?
Yes, things.
So you can make
Yes.
20 things. So
Yes.
if you make 6 arrows, you can still make 4 daggers and 10.
I thought it had to
lengths
be
of
the same
rope.
thing, like
No.
20 of the same thing. Oh my
No.
gosh, yay. That makes me so happy.
Okay, you
Yes.
don't know if it will work on anything magical. However, hang on, let me take my sweater off real quick. I'm right back. Ah,
I'm really
amazing
testing
how
them,
fast
guys.
it gets warm in here. Okay, you don't know if it will work on anything magical. You haven't tried it. You're welcome to try. However, going back to the cave with the mirrors where you guys solved the mirror problem, Hoots, there was a little bit of time that I missed where, do you remember Mr. Boots had a bunch of instruments laid out on the ground from his bag of holding, like a drum and a tambourine and different things, and he was taking time to teach you musical stuff?
Yes, that there
So
was a flute, I think.
Yeah, he had given you a flute, but I feel like in that moment I had sort of made that choice for you, but Boots was like, hey, if there's something you want more, like if you feel like you're more suited to play a drum or a tambourine or something, then you can absolutely swap that out if you like.
Oh.
Okay, so I want to
Ooh.
give you that opportunity because it was a thing I missed in the cave because we had momentum, and it sometimes happens.
Mm-hmm. I
And
think a
then
flute is fine.
you stick with the flute, okay? And then Kitty,
Kitty, yes.
Kitty,
I'm listening.
at the same time I missed the instrument thing. Do you remember when Mr. Boots would take a bunch of crap out of his bag of holding and there'd be like a mess and you were like flicking stuff over back to him?
Yeah, like
Okay, so you recall all that.
dirty
At
stuff
one of
outta
those
here.
stages, one of the things that you had an opportunity to get your hands on is rogue's powder.
Dang it, because he's a
So-
thief too.
No, but that's my fault.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
would you have stolen it or would you
Oh,
have not stolen
yeah.
it?
no,
You
I
would have
definitely
stolen
would have
it. Okay.
stolen it because I didn't know if I could make more, and the only other way to get it is by Oaks by the Sea, which we're close to, but
it's
that's
not
not the
convenient.
purpose right now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
roll a d4 and add 1.
Nice. D4.
I really don't like to retcon things, but when it's completely my mistake, then it is what it is.
No, I'm
Ah.
Okay, so 2 more applications of rogue's powder that you got from Mr. Boots,
awesome.
that you stole from Mr. Boots.
Stole.
Okay,
Steal a
All
lot
right.
more from him.
is that it? Is that are we satisfied? So to answer your question about the quiver, you're gonna have to try it in game, see if it works.
If it doesn't halt us back anymore, I would like to try it to see if I can get us at
All right.
least
So
3
you'll
more
have to try
flying
it
potions.
either after the fight or during the fight or whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here goes. Can everybody hear the combat music?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys ready?
Sure.
Excited?
No.
No, Katie's not. She's. I'll kill you.
I'm really nervous. I'm really
Stick that there.
nervous.
right, they changed Roll20 a little bit, so they got a new thing. Did you guys all come over to the map?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're starting with, let me do this. I need to go like this, and I need to add others join. -1, add,
Gosh.
and we're gonna say 3. Do this. Okay. So we're gonna start with Hoots. Your first round, first turn of combat, you've put the helmet on, you're feeling that fury, you fly up and over. I'm assuming you just kind of follow the waterfall. So you had a hard time finding the rocks, but as far as like getting back to Aerie, that's not a problem. So is this follow the waterfall and come over, or did you want to approach from a different location?
That coming up from the waterfall is the route I want to go.
Okay, so you basically end up on the map, essentially where you are. This is like if the world were flat Earth, like our friends on the internet think. You know, the rivers would just head off over the edge. Is essentially what's happening here. So you come up over the top of the waterfall, flapping your wings, and you see in the let me fix that real quick. You see in the town the most orderly invasion possibly ever. The Owl Inn and the civilians are basically more or less gathering themselves into little groups, and the kobolds have whips and swords and chains, and they're cracking their whips, and they're essentially like gathering everyone up. There is a point of chaos to it, but essentially there's Cersei had told you that she would accept Alamir's rule for now, that people were basically ready for this. So there's not wholesale slaughter, right? It's more it's more like the just being bullied. The kobolds are more like stealing things. So like carts are being overturned, and they're like pillaging and pilfering through belongings, stealing anything that seems to have value, quivering, you know, like quibbling with each other and bickering. And there's a certain amount of chaos. But as far as the Owlin themselves, they're pretty well, like, they kind of knew this was coming, and they're acting accordingly.
Okay, so they're not raising an uproar, they're not drawing arms, they're not fighting back.
Not in any organized fashion. There are a few pockets of resistance here and there. The soldierly type of Owlin, who are pushing back and possibly being, you know, subdued. But the civilians, for the most part, are not just being like killed.
They're not being harmed. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go that far. They're being beat up and bullied, and, you know, hit with whips and those sorts of things. But
shoved into masses,
yeah,
corralled,
exactly.
and everything, being roughed.
And it seems like people are mostly moving toward the central, the temple where Cersei's more or less office is, right?
I see.
So let's see. What do you do as you come over the hill? I'm gonna say that for this first round, there's enough chaos that I'm not even gonna roll to see if anybody notices you, because these are all flying kobolds, and of course everyone here can more or less fly. So this is not like a two-dimensional space. People are up in trees, and they're all over the place. However, to keep the game moving, and we're not going to try to play it in a 3D way. We're just going to, if you're, you know what I mean, we're not going to keep the board in a 3D way. It'd be too complicated. So it's just, you kind of are where you are on the map. So yeah, what would you do as you come over and see this sort of happening?
My heart hurts. Hoots, if I was in Hoots's shoes, as soon as I crest that ridge and I see the chaos, I see kobolds flying over the river, collecting citizens, yanking on them from the trees to bring them down to the ground, and shoving them with spears, and cuts and lacerations are taking place. I'm assured that there's some sort of like ransacking, part ablaze? Like, is there any fire involved? Things getting torched down, kind of a thing, or is it just trying to corral the people?
It's mostly at this stage. It's mostly theft and corralling people. So there's not a lot of actually nothing's being set ablaze yet.
Okay.
And let's see, roll. Would you like to use your action to just sort of take a perception check?
Yeah, perception check, more or less, is just
Okay. Let's go ahead and have that then.
perception. Oh, advantage, sorry.
That's okay. I think let me just verify something real quick. Like the helm can gain advantage on rolls that use vision if you take no other actions on your turn.
I want to do that.
So I kind of picture
assess.
you like catching like a thermal, right? So like you're flying just on the heat of the air and sort of getting some altitude, and you look around, you don't do anything else, you're just looking around, and you see that in amongst the kobolds flying high are so the soldiers that you've seen in Aerie and some of the ones that were from Nest, they wear helmets like yours. They're brass, they're engraved, you know, with symbols, and they're sort of a stylistically similar helmet to what you're wearing. Yours is a little bit nicer. It's more gold than brass, but essentially it's the same design. You see other Owlin at higher altitudes sort of looking down at this, wearing helmets that are of similar design but are black with red filigree, and that is Alamir's colors.
Alamir's troops.
And so you get the sense, I'll just say that you get the sense that they are watching the kobolds to make sure that the kobolds don't cross certain lines. Right?
Okay.
So like burning the place down may not be a thing that Alamir wants. Right?
But they're there above just to see how things are going.
Correct. Yeah. So in fact, let me roll, because they are kobolds. Okay. So let's go through. We're going to say that took a round. Two more rounds. The others will join you. So down below, Manon, Kitty, and Thrax, you've all been like, well, we have to drink our flying potions. You have no choice. So you drink them, right? And then you all fly up together. Thrax being determined to look cooler, as cool as Hoots if he can. And so you guys are going up and over, trying to catch up to Hoots. So you're still 2 rounds behind. Hoots, you're still in this area. I'm going to say on your turn, go ahead and roll like just a stealth, just to, because, you know, there's lots of trees and there's places where you could be way out in the open, and there could be places that you're kind of more hidden from view, right?
Right.
So go ahead and just roll stealth just to see. This isn't like your action. It's just, I just want to kind of get a sense for your position on the board. Okay, so yeah, you're actually just by luck and circumstance, the way that you came over the edge of the hill, you're kind of near the river, but there's 2 big trees. Their boughs kind of curve over the arch of the river, and so you've got a good position where you are to see what's going on, but you're not like poof, like here I am in the middle of everything. So you're sort of got a good look. Nobody has seen you yet, and I'm just going to say that with that 97 that I rolled, you see this group of Owlin over here that I'm pinging. So some of the kobolds with, and possibly you recognize Karnak, start to get a little bit overzealous and are, you know, whipping the Owlin really harshly. And one of them throws one of those fire pots and starts a fire, and you see one of Alamir's guards, like a trio of them, kind of swoop down, and they start making commands, and they actually kind of attack the kobolds and get them to stop, and then they kind of coordinate putting the fire out. So you can kind of see that there's an invasion going on here, but there also seems to be like we're trying not to flatten the village. Like that would be easy for them to do, but they're trying to do something else. So what would you do?
I'm just strict with emotions. My city of Aerie, it's under siege. My citizens, what would be townsfolks, people who I would remember or would want to um be a part of for like, the setting, they're looking miserable. And oh, what am I gonna do for this round? Let's see.
I do. Can I clarify one thing? This is not friendly. They're not being friendly. They're
No.
definitely being violent, but there seems to be like a property damage threshold that they've been told to keep it underneath, and like don't kill anyone unless you have no choice. So there's battles going on, and there's certainly like if you want to get rowdy and like say this close by group over here, if you want to get rowdy and start wrecking those guys, like you can certainly do that.
Okay.
But I am saying that it's kind of not what you had envisioned in your mind, right?
No, that this is completely different from what I had thought was happening. Like when I shot up the waterfall, I thought I could make a difference. I feel like, with the betrayal, with Puss in Boots, I would be able to sum up like enough charisma or inner like rage to go after them. But after seeing what's going on here in the droves of numbers, Hoots is starting to feel small again. Hoots is not, the courage quickly diminished, and now he has self-doubts. He doesn't think he can do it, and that's sad. I think what I'm gonna do is, I wonder. Oh, I can't do that. Well, I was gonna do shape water. Oh, cool. I zoomed in on myself. So what I'd want to do is just to create like a plateau where the water starts to go over. I would just want to make like from the under edge, just like a ledge, like jut out maybe like a little place for me to like stand onto as like
Mhm.
and then like look over the water.
Oh, I see.
Kind of a thing.
So
Nice.
you'll be kind of like where you are, just off the map, and like hiding and looking over.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure I understand what you're saying.
Just so I'm not flying and I'm not having to like be in the trees for too long.
Sure. So you can I'm going to say that you'll take your action to dash this round, and then next round you'll cast because that is an action, and then you'll get a stealth roll with advantage. So let me just sort of check something here real quick. You want me to roll low here? That's not too bad. Do a stealth roll anyway as you're kind of diving back toward the ground there.
Okay.
Okay. So, like I said, there's a lot of chaos, and you kind of feel like there are a lot of eyes, but also there's a lot of confusion. So you kind of fly through those two trees I described and back toward the thing, and bam, you create a little platform. We're going to say that takes your 2 rounds. And so Kitty, as you're flying up with your potion empowering your flight, you would have followed Hoots along the same path as much as you could have, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so essentially just following the water back up to the town. And then you kind of see Hoots, this little platform of water from his control water spell, and he's sort of peeking over into the town. And what would you do? So you're just sort of arriving at that time.
At that time, I would definitely be assessing the situation and noticing that we're severely outnumbered, and I need to make sure that we are not as visible as we could be. So I guess I'm going to take the ready position to wait for Manon and Thrax to join me, and hopefully Hoots is nearby so I can throw one of the rogue powders on my next
They're
go.
right there. They're just
Everybody
right on,
is?
yeah,
I don't
they're
have to
right on
wait
your
for them to
heels.
arrive?
Yeah, so everyone's kind of right on their heels. And
Perfect.
so I'm just saying, for the sake of like your turn, you've just seen Hoots. You haven't
Got
like
it.
crested the edge and seen anything he's seen quite yet. If you
Oh,
want that
okay.
to be your action, then you can say that, yeah, Kitty knows everything I just described to Hoots there.
Yeah, let's do that. Kitty's aware of everything that Hoots.
Okay, so
Was
let's say
able to
that
see.
you, just so that you can like peek over the edge, let's have you just do a stealth roll.
Perfect.
Or are you going to use your rogue's powder first?
Let's do stealth and then rogue's powder. I can do both, right?
Can you put the rogue's powder in the chat real quick? I can't remember if it's a bonus action.
Yes. Right.
I'm asking you for the duration. I think it was meant to be essentially like casting a pass without trace spell, which is an action. So, okay. So,
Let's do the rogue's powder first then.
yeah, do the rogue's powder first on everybody. Yep. So that's going to be, everybody will be +10 to stealth. And then one by one, you just all sort of peek over the edge of the, I mean, it's essentially, it's flat Earth, right? So Aerie is just like this floating, village in the sky, and there is an edge to it, and you're peeking over the edge, and you can kind of see this. But what has happened in the next 2 moments, like another 10-15 seconds goes by, you start to notice that the groups of Owlin are being like clustered together in these little circles, and they're being whipped and sent. Everyone's being kind of herded and corralled to the north toward the big circular amphitheater where you met with Cersei.
Got it. At this point, after giving my team the rogue's powder, I'm going to plead with my group that we leave. Like, there's nothing we can do for these people. I don't think that it's smart for us to try to get in there. We need to just go try and see if we can either, one, get our own army, do somebody that's willing to help us, or figure out how to find the wand again to hopefully give us an edge. Because at this point, we don't have it, and as far as we know, the Owlin don't have it. So, and if they did, probably need to leave. I just don't think there's any benefit of us staying here. That's my turn.
Manon, you're there as well. So you guys are all together. You all know what you know. Everybody's kind of aware of what's happening. And as long as you guys don't like physically go onto the map, there's very little chance that a kobold or the only real fear you have is of Alamer's sentries, who are kind of right now circling above. So that's who you're hiding from mostly. And you feel like the rogue's powder is kind of making you look like mist coming over the waterfalls coming over the edge, and it creates like this mist, and you feel like you guys look like clouds of mist. Thrax is chewing through his axe right now, like the handle of his axe. Let me at him! Let me at him! Come on, we can take him.
I would like to turn to Hoots and put my hand on his feathery shoulder and just be like, Hoots, my friend, I know this is really hard, and I know these are your people, and through knowing you, these are my people too. But you were born to do something great, and we have to make sure that you're able to do that. I know it's really hard to step away right now, but we need to regroup. We need to find the wand, and I promise we will be by your side as we avenge your city and your people.
Thank you, Manon. The townsfolk, they're being ruffled. Though injured, they're alive. There's no fire. I've seen Alamir's goons, the other Owlins above. I don't know if you guys have seen, but those are even more vicious. They're the ones who attacked my city or my town nest, and I'm terrified. I thought I could come up here to make a difference, But I'm so scared. Yes, we need to find the wand. We need to do the right thing. Disengage.
That was
And
so
scene.
good.
I
Yes,
know.
that was epic. You guys did
Yep.
so well.
Max starts to try to sneak over. Come on, let me just kill one or two.
No.
kobolds. Just a few of them.
He would.
I'll have to fight them next time anyway. Can one of you guys please talk him off the ledge?
Let's see.
I think his BFF man on's the only one that can convince him to
I was gonna say.
disengage.
Drax. No.
Intimidation with advantage, please.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, lordy.
ooh, you only got a 10. All right, let's see what he gets.
No!
Okay,
Can I
let's see.
try?
Yeah, realistically.
Somebody.
Thrax, save your rage. We're going to use it to free Aerie.
Oh. Yes. So there's something about Hoots that hurt, crying Hoots, that just got to Thrax, and he was like, I gotta go bust some heads to make this right. But then when you tell him we're gonna, save it, we'll use it, his whole attitude changes, and he's like, gotcha, bud. And then he climbs back down, and you're all just sort of floating there on the edge of the cliff. So what do we do then?
We have to find Boots. Last we saw of him, he was parading with the musicians, and then we all lost sight of him. With the town being as it is, I don't see any evidence of tracks or left behinds. We do know that he has winged boots, so he could fly. Kitty.
I agree with Boots. I don't think he stuck around for this. He's not one to be heroic or try to get captured. And that's the one thing I definitely know about Boots. I just have no idea where he could have gone.
Did he
It's
have a
definitely not
debt?
here.
Did he have a debt with the cat lord?
He did. He did.
He was the one to pay off the debt. We need to go down below. We need to go see Cat Lord.
I'm down for it. I don't think he'd ever give up something as valuable just to repay a debt, but we can check. It's the one place we have to look.
Okay. With advantage and actually with your plus, with advantage and with plus 10, who's got the worst stealth would be Manon.
Why does that be me?
Well, because you have the worst stealth. So roll a straight up, not with disadvantage, because your position
Yeah,
is
the plus
canceled
10.
out by the.
Mhm.
So just a straight up stealth with plus 10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that doesn't make
Well-
any sense at all.
I like how it says heavy armor.
Well, heavy armor, because she's wearing heavy armor, that actually gives her a disadvantage to stealth. So
Oh, that's why. I was like, I just click normal.
So a 20 is better than a 17. So the rogue's powder just saved you. But who's got the best? Actually, Kitty, you and Thrax are kind of both rogues, right? So you're sort of tuned into like being sneaky, and you're having this conversation sort of off the edge in like this mist, and you look up and you see some of a trio of Alamir's soldiers flying by, and they seem to be interested in this area, but you're like, we cannot stay here and have a conversation.
Yeah, we got
Eventually, you're going to run
leave.
out of luck.
Yep.
So what do you do?
Our flying potion still lasts within the hour, so
Yeah, this has been like 5 minutes. So
yeah. So we need to just go down. We need to go down to the city of the Vigils.
The vigil.
Vigil.
You got me messed up.
The
Vigilant.
Vigilant. Promise we're paying attention. We are.
I can just see Ken as this like kind of, you know, like the teacher that's like close enough. It's like
Close enough.
close enough.
You cut me deep, Shrek.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's
my question
backing.
would be, you've got an hour left of flying. It takes 10 minutes to fly back down to the cliff top. Are you going to fly to the cliff top or back to the stones? Because you actually didn't go to the village, the Vigilant village.
We didn't. We're gonna go back down to the stones before we flew up because there's something there that I want to take a look at too. If we
Okay,
have the
so
time.
you, in other words, you know that there are tabaxis at the stones,
Yes.
right? Okay. Does everybody agree with that?
Yep.
Okay. Let me
Swan
change.
dive.
Let me change the music because we're not in a
All
fight.
stylistic.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah. Relief.
Okay. That's a little less intimidating. Okay, here we go. So honestly, like no bullshit. The Roll20 updated completely the way that the maps are done. So I'm learning here as we go. Okay. How's that?
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you from flying kind of back to the cliff top. I want to point out that as you kind of like the way I would envision flying from place to place, and let me know if you guys disagree, but you would kind of do it by landmarks. So you would have flown back to the cliff, but just not landed on the ground, and then sort of flown down the path that you followed, that you climbed up. So I kind of skipped past this part, but like when you would have climbed up on foot to the cliff top, has anybody ever climbed Mount Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like that, right? Except when you get to the top, there's just a sheer wall facing the ocean, right? So so you kind of follow that footpath all the way back down and then a few miles, so that by the time you're a few hundred feet above this rock formation, and you're circling above, you already know that the tabaxi are there, and they're more or less on guard, making sure someone is going to sneak through. If anybody sneaks or comes through magically through these magical stones, that they're ready for that, but they're not necessarily thinking anyone's going to be above their head flying. So the shoe's on the other foot this time.
Yeah.
You guys are flying in and they don't know you're there. However, I'd like to do what you didn't see or what you don't see at this point, if you guys don't mind.
Beautiful.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you don't see is Malgani communicating with Lilith through the compass, flying her wyvern at breakneck speed across that little strip of water, across the town, with the name of which escapes me right now, but finding the carcass of the wyvern by simply following the vultures. So the vultures would be circling the carcass in the daytime. Malgani lands upon the carcass, communicates with Lilith again, and continues on her way. For her part, Lilith has returned to her palace in the Dragon Isles near Rabin's Reef, which Manon would be familiar with. The Dragonborn seems disturbed, uneasy. Her temper is high. Everyone is afraid to get near her, but nevertheless, she contacts one of her servants, and they contact a glassblower who begins the task of recreating the gem and building her a new staff. This gem is fake. The previous one was real. But she wastes no time dispatching a young blue dragon and a half a dozen wyverns with dragonborn soldiers to meet with Malgani and continue their pursuit of you. This time, she is determined not to let you escape. Okay, so that would have happened a day and a half ago.
Can we go back to Aerie?
No,
It's a
you're
lose-lose.
okay.
Let's
so you
deal with
guys,
that.
So this is the difficulty of this. Your characters don't know this, but
Yeah.
you can infer. Other than the glass blowing part, you could probably infer some of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoots, really quick. We should have covered this before, but on your character sheet, do you see where your hit points are in that middle column?
Yes.
Do you
28.
see where Chaos Bolt is?
Chaos Bolt.
If I just
Yes.
click that, do you see how it put it in the chat?
Oh, I can go there instead of having
And
to go
then-
to the spells.
Now, do you see where Chaos Bolt? If you hover your mouse over where it says Chaos Bolt
In the description in the chat?
in the chat, it
Okay.
turns red. Now click it.
Cast at what level? Oh, cool.
So then just select your level and then hit OK. And then it'll
Okay.
do.
Hey.
So it did 17 points of damage, right? But we can just click on show the spell description. We were doing this a little bit wrong in the sense that essentially you get to pick one of the two D8s, and then all of the damage is that type, right?
Nice.
Now,
I get to
here's-
pick one of the D8s.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to say. If one of the D8s is a 5 or an 8, something interesting might happen.
Ooh.
Because it's thunder and lightning. Okay.
Mhm.
I just wanted to cover that real quick. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So you guys, Boots is not here. You guys are kind of flying. You got like 20 or 30 minutes left on your flying potion, and you're sort of flying over the treetops, and you have more or less a good idea of where the tabaxi are, and they have that entire glade surrounded. So what would you like to do?
I know what I would like to do.
Go for it.
If we're flying, I would want to be high up, like over to this area as if I'm swooping down and in, but I let out like a friendly owlin sound that they can recall to know
Okay.
that, I'm in the area.
Okay.
So that way they can be alerted and not like surprised.
So you are alerting them, and so even from that moment, just go ahead and make a persuasion roll with advantage. Just sort of. Good. So you notice immediately they turn and look upward, one at a time. Because there are a number of dangerous flying beasts in the world. So it's always a good idea to, kind of be respectful of that. But yeah, one at a time, they sort of look up and see you. And at first the arrows are kind of knocked, but ultimately they kind of lower their weapons as they see the four of you flying toward them. And again, you guys recall probably the metal cat. This guy. Rhubarb,
So cool.
sort of
so cool.
clank, 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 walks into the clearing, looking up at you, and you maybe hear like a metallic. That's kind of a growl, but more metal.
Awesome.
So they are not aiming their arrows at you, and the one called D Whisper Mouse, she sort of comes back into the clearing and is kind of looking up curiously, and gives you kind of a shrug because you're like 50, 60 feet up or whatever right now.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of flying. Manon and Thrax are probably the least graceful flyers, but they're coming in, okay. So she's just kind of shrugging at you like, you're back.
We came back. Have you seen Boots and Boots?
Mr. Boots? Not since he was here with you.
I go and I do like a land after, like I meet on their level and I just land.
Okay. You notice a couple more kind of come around the corner and just observing, but not threatening. What, and at this point they kind of approach more closely. What about the rest of you guys?
Come down by. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, you're good.
So you come down by Hoots, overhearing the fact that they're surprised that we're back and that they haven't seen Boots, which immediately tells me that he hasn't come through here and he hasn't tried to go through the stones. However, they haven't seen Boots. What I want to ask Rhubarb, actually, can Rhubarb talk?
Rhubarb doesn't seem to talk, but hang on a second. Let me just do this for you real quick. D Whisper Mouse.
Thank you.
Save. Can you
Yeah,
see
that
that now?
helps.
Okay,
Yes.
so D Whisper Mouse is kind of the one that had a little fangirl moment there with Mr. Boots when he was playing his guitar. So you guys all kind of come in and land nearby.
Yep.
All
I was gonna
friendly,
say I want to like understand that I'm like not good at this flying thing and try to like land over here away from everybody because I'm
So
gonna
you-
kind of like
so you
just
don't-
crash a little
Yes.
bit and then come out like all regal afterwards.
Just strut
100%.
into the camp.
So
That's
yeah, and then I'm
fine.
gonna strut
just-
from
you
there back in.
you looked really cool after you looked really dumb.
Yes, yes.
All right, hang on a sec. So you kind of like crash into the thing, and then you walk over, and Thrax just thinks that's the funniest thing he's ever seen. And he's like, I was going to save this for later on, but here, you earned it. And he gives you another potion. And it's
Oh yay!
another flying potion. Gives one to you too, Kitty.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, actually,
That's
I don't
so
know. I'm
kind of you.
excited. I obviously can't fly.
Oh, it's funny to
Thanks,
watch you
Thrax.
do that. Just DM to players. There's no one going to ask him where he got it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
what a
just
good
gonna say that. I was
question.
like,
Okay.
Thrax, where'd you
Just
get
giving them out?
this? Yeah.
What?
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 You know what?
Oh.
You know what? Where did you
Well,
find this? You didn't just make
that-
this.
Oots's friend, lady friend, Cersei, had like a lot of them.
Did you happen to, take anything else that was in abundance, Thrax?
Not recently since then.
Good answer.
Beautiful.
He's a very
Beautiful.
good pickpocket. Okay. Hoots, do you feel like you would have noticed that, or are you too like focused on the other group?
I'm too focused on like making this urgent. Like I'm
Okay.
trying to.
Okay.
He
So
would-
D says to you, Hoots, I'm sorry, but we are about to change shifts. If Mr. Boots had returned from the Aerie, he would have gone to the village, not here. This is not the village. This is just a place we guard.
So he doesn't have to bypass through here to get to the village.
No. In fact, there's not even a road through here. This is all wild, trackless land.
Okay.
It's a game trail that leads back. So essentially, from here, you guys would have taken a game trail to an actual road, and then you could have gone, left to the village or right up the cliff, and you went up the cliff. You didn't go to the village.
Let's go to the village. Can you point us in the right direction and let us know if there's anything we should be prepared for as we make our travels to the village?
I will do one better than that, and I will guide you.
I was say if they're
Wonderful.
changing guard, we can just go back with them, right?
Yes. So
Good
she
idea.
points to another female tabaxi called Vanny Manx,
Ooh.
and tells Vanny to stay here until relief comes, and I'm going to take the strangers to Vigia, the cliff. Okay, so Vanny bows, and then you see the tabaxi one by one like disappear back into the trees. They're gray and green cloaks hiding them pretty effectively in the foliage. At that point, D Whispermouse and Rhubarb lead you back down the game trail. It's a little ways. It's getting to be nightfall, getting to be dark, and you guys are led to a small village at the base of the mountain. sort of the other side of the cliff. And let's see here. Need to put you guys on the. Let's grab Hoots twice. Okay. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No.
I'm still
So,
black. Oh, never mind. I
oh,
see it
yeah.
now. Never mind. I found it.
Oh,
You
I
got
just
it?
can't see anything. I'm
What?
just blind.
Why?
It's like dark vision.
Lighting.
Perfect.
Oh, that's why. All right. So it is getting to be nightfall.
Oh, yay.
But so imagine like when you guys got to the little bit of the little road off of the game trail. The first time you went to the right, and the road leads off into the distance to other towns and such. But a little trail led off of the road up the mountain pass. This time you went to the left, followed the road. It leads sort of around to the other side of the cliff, and into this little warren behind. The cliff is steep on either side, and here's this almost looks more like a camp than a village, but it is fairly bustling. There are tabaxi moving about, conducting their lives. They seem to live here, but it is also garrisoned to some extent, as if it's you are in the wilds of the world here. It's not exactly safe, so it looks as if the tabaxi take their security somewhat seriously. But as you approach the gate, D Whispermouse, along with Rhubarb, who is walking beside you, let me just put Rhubarb there. They greet the guards, and again, you don't even see the guards at first. You're kind of approaching the gate thinking there'll be guards at the gate, but then from the woods on either side, you're challenged by tabaxi archers hiding in the woods. D lets them know that it's fine, that you guys are there as invited visitors. There goes my cough again. And so she says, follow Rhubarb, and he will take you to see Marlin. And Marlin will know if Mr. Boots has been back. So you guys follow Rhubarb. I'm going to go ahead and move Rhubarb up to there. And can you guys put yourselves sort of. All right. So it is not meant to be all encompassing that the tabaxi soldiers you can see as tokens. Those would simply be the guards, but there are lots of other people here. There are just tabaxi citizens. So you get the sense that this place is perhaps a fairly populous little town. Let me just get the info for you real quick, because sometimes that can be useful. You get the sense that there are, there's maybe a few hundred people that live in this little village here. Mostly like pretty much 100% tabaxi, but there may be an occasional visitor of some other type who comes through. But for now, Rhubarb continues to lead you through the village. You can see a small little tavern. It's called Merla's, little sign on the side of the door as you pass through. There is obviously a blacksmith, a foundry going nearby. There's a general store, and that appears to be about it, though. A tavern, a blacksmith, a general store, and maybe what's called a cruck house, which is where visitors can stay and visit. So Rhubarb, again, without speaking, leads you to this tent right here, or this. It appears to be, these are like more like yurts, right? So they're tent-like material, but they're not meant to be like moved around very much. So this appears to be a permanent residence for these folks. And Rhubarb waits for you all to gather there behind. I guess Thrax is looking left and right, slack-jawed kind of. And then Rhubarb goes into the tent. I don't have a map for that, but essentially, is everybody familiar with Doctor Who a little bit?
Yes.
No.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is what we call a TARDIS moment, Katie. So the TARDIS is the phone booth that Doctor Who moves around in, and it looks like a phone booth on the outside, but on the inside it's like huge.
Okay.
Oh, she
Say-
knows what it would be because Harry Potter. Remember when they'd
I
have
was gonna
little
say, like, the
tent and
Harry
you walk
Potter
in?
tent.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the Harry Potter tent.
There you go.
Okay. So you walk in, and there is, you're expecting to see this rather smallish place, but inside is this large, kind of multi-roomed residence. And there's like a sitting room that Rhubarb walks in, and Rhubarb walks in a feline way over to a couch and then sits and looks at all of you and then looks at the couch and then looks at all of you and then looks at the couch.
Thank you, Voodoo Bob. And I go to take a seat on the couch.
So Hoots like in this cushy kind of green sofa.
Yeah.
You're like way too small, but you're like not even sinking the cushion in very much. Now Rhubarb looks at the rest of you and looks at the other couch or the armchair, and then
Go and take our respected seat and wait for Sir Merlin.
Nano.
I want to hesitate for a second.
Okay, so
Because-
Kitty sits down. Now he's looking at Thrax and you, and at a different couch.
I just want to go cats, and then just go sit down.
So exactly the opposite of Hoots, Thrax and Manon sit in these big cushy couches and sinking way too far. And so Thrax is like, he's trying to get himself out of there. And at that stage, the metallic cat kind of sits up, and then he walks around the corner and disappears into another room. And you hear some kind of noise, like scrabbling, and then a little bit of maybe paper shuffling, and then kind of and then a metallic cat comes back and looks at stops and sits right in front of you, Kitty, and looks at you, and then it walks into the other room and looks back at you.
I take the obvious hint and I get up and I walk and follow Rhubarb to wherever Rhubarb wants me to go.
So you feel like you've entered the sitting room or the drawing room into an office, kind of, and roll a perception check. All right, so you're kind of looking around. You're sort of taken aback by the just the opulence of it. There are big, heavy oak desks here. There's a writing table, but you notice that there's like tea that's still steaming on the table, but there's like no one around. And you're kind of looking around, and after a moment or two, you kind of think, well, where is this guy? And then you hear a little bit of a noise, and there is like another couch in here, but it's really big. It looks like it could double as a bed. And if you were looking for someone, where would you look?
I would look behind the couch to see if
So you
this
see-
weird fellow might be hiding behind it.
So you see Rhubarb kind of looking at you, and then he looks at the couch, then he kind of walks over there, and then he lays down.
Underneath of it.
And he's looking under the couch.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to the couch and see if I can't lift it up.
Okay, so you kind of lift the couch and look, and you see laying flat on his back is a tabaxi man. He looks like this, with glasses.
Oh.
And this is not
Cool.
Felix Khalif.
No.
Oh, okay.
And
Close
he
to
is
it.
laying flat on his back, and he's kind of holding like a book to his chest, and he's looking over at you, and his eyes are huge and black, and he's like, hello. Oh,
So, hello there. Would you mind coming out from underneath the couch?
hello. Would it be okay if I just sort of stayed in here? I feel safer under the couch.
How about I give you a blanket out here to curl up in while you and I have a chat? How
Roll
does
a
that sound?
persuasion check. You hear like a metallic growl. I'm sorry, Rhubarb, but it's just how I am. Okay, a blanket, but okay. And he kind of like scooches out and comes up on the opposite side of the couch from you, and like stands up and is kind of like he grabs a cushion off of the couch, and now he's got a book in one hand and a cushion, and then he grabs a blanket, and then he's like, what is it that I can do for you exactly?
I know that we have never met before, but we're somewhat in need of your help. We're told that you know who comes in and out of your village, and we're looking for one tabaxi in particular. He is quite mischievous. He's also been known to steal a thing or two, and he's really good at disguising himself. Have you ever heard of the scoundrel Mr. Boots?
You see his eyes get narrow. I am very sorry that you have had the misfortune of meeting that dastardly crook. And he kind of seems to like gain a little bit of courage. And he's like, are you here alone?
I have a couple of my friends with me in the other room if you'd like to meet them.
Well, I
They're
haven't
quite
properly
friendly.
met you yet. I am called Marlin. Who are you exactly?
Well, I'm surprised you haven't heard of me, but if I must, it's Soft Paws, Kitty Soft Paws. You know, I've been known to not only be a savior of most cities and towns, but I'm also the protector of a wizard and the coolest dragon I've ever met, Manon, along with my last buddy, who needs no introduction himself, but you'll get to know him quite quickly, Thrax, the half-orc.
Kind of he kind of like with the book in one hand, so he's got his book kind of like this, and then he kind of slides his glasses up his nose, and then he kind of squints at you. Can't quite tell if you're making fun of me.
Trust me, sir, I would never, at least not in front of your face.
Well, that's reassuring. Wait, it's not quite reassuring. Okay, but all right, well, let's go then. And so you kind of walk back into the main drawing room, into the sitting room, and then Rhubarb comes in, and then like there's this long ass pause, and then finally you see him kind of lean in from like the corner of the doorway, as if he's like looking at everyone, big eyes, ears up, like is like super attentive, like, hello, you must be the Dragonborn, and I see the half orc. Ooh, but you didn't say, you said wizard, not Owlin.
Ah, see? Hoots needs also no introduction himself. I'll let Hoots explain who he is and why he's here.
I do a flutter from the high couch, and I get down on the ground. Jut over. What's McAllister? Sorry. What's McAllister? The sorcerer of Aerie, at your service.
And as you come closer, he like takes a couple steps back. Ooh, quite. I see. That's fine. Don't get up. You can make yourself at home. Rhubarb, will you get some tea for our guests? And you see the metallic cat, the tail, and then he kind of looks around the room, and you guys kind of see that there's all kinds of like. This looks like half bureaucrat, half like tinkerer, right? So there's like tools and like just different things like laying about, and he just starts to like idly start to kind of put stuff together, and moves over to a desk, and he's like half working on these little projects, and so half talking to you and half like listening. And so you were telling me about your I don't know exactly what you were telling me about, but evidently Rhubarb seems to think it's worth my time.
Indeed so. We're looking for someone who made off with a very, very invaluable item. I need this item in order to save my fellow owlkin, and unfortunately, it is in the possession of a dastardly scoundrel who taught me his ways, Mr. Puss in Boots.
Hmm. And this is concern to me other than why?
We are concerned that to our knowledge he knew of you and had a debt to pay, or he owed you something.
Oh, you could say that. You could say that. I see. You. Soft paws, you said.
Yes, Miss Kitty Softpaws.
He reaches into his pouch and he pulls out 2 dice and he sets them on the desk.
I look over knowingly at the dice and I pull out my own pair of dice and I set it on the counter next to his. And I give him a wink.
So he looks at them. Again, his eyes are really big. Looks at you. By this time, Rhubarb has returned, and sort of on his back are a couple of cups of tea, and he sort of walks by each one of you, and assumingly you take. So Thrax like takes his teacup with the pinky out. It's way too small for him. So, are you offering to capture him for me, and then
Potentially.
serve both of our interests?
I think that can be accomplished. I think we could possibly do both, but it also depends on how much you're willing to be able to help us. Because we were going after him regardless, so if there's something you can add to this adventure, we might consider bringing him back to you.
I see. Well, it's complicated. How long have you been a member of the Nine Lives League?
Long enough.
That's not really an answer.
You're very perceptive.
This is not my first day.
Let me ask you a question. What exactly did Mr. Boots steal from you?
Ooh. It's interesting how people more or less project. He didn't actually steal anything. He is... it's complicated. Mr. Khalif, you know him? Felix?
Felix Khalif.
Yes, I do. I do know of Felix Khalif. He's an old friend, actually.
It would be better if he were here to explain.
I actually know where he's at. There's a couple of ruins he was exploring, but we tried to keep him away
Well, let's see if we can get him here, shall we? And he goes behind his desk and starts rummaging around, kind of pulls out a few things, and then eventually he finds kind of a mirror, and then he grabs his dice and he rolls them across the mirror, and then kind of offers you to do the same. And
I take my dice
go ahead and roll
and
2d6,
all
please.
of it. Okay.
Let's see what he got here. Oops, I should have done this. There we go. Okay. 2 and a 4. Oh,
Ooh,
look at you go!
nice.
Boxcars.
Doubles.
Oh, and he's like, oh, it is meant to be. A welcome addition to the Nine Lives League. I see
I bow.
what Felix must have saw in you, and I remove my guards and protections, and then in that moment, or a few moments later, just real quick, there is a flash of light, and your friend Felix appears magically, and his dice appear on the mirror, and all of these dice are obviously distinctly unique, but it would be difficult to describe how, because they're all bone dice, but you can always tell yours from theirs, and they can tell theirs, and they each collect their dice off of the mirror. And Felix, again, but he's quite a bit smaller even than Marlin, and he kind of is more like intellectual, and he sees Kitty. Ah, my friend Kitty, and Manon, your I don't believe I met the others on that day that I welcomed you into the league, but I can see that you're all making good progress. Yes,
I would say so.
Marlon. What? What? I think it's time we brought Charmelaine as well. Do we have to?
Charmelaine, that's cool.
Charmelaine, yes. Summon him, will you? And you see Marlon does the same thing with his dice. He has to roll them until he gets matching dice. And a moment later, this person appears, but you're going to need a picture, I think. Charmelaine is the largest tabaxi you've ever seen. He is
My goodness.
about 6'3", lean, panther-like, and he walks through the curtain door, comes in, kind of like each step being an intimidation roll, like he's rolling a nat 20 every time he takes a step. And he comes across the room, folds his arm across his chest like this. He's probably the leanest creature you've ever seen, and he just kind of looks around the room, and there's a slight like guttural growl like down in his throat that kind of vibrates the whole room, and you hear Thrax kind of gulp. Where's Boots? I'll take him apart. Not now. Shar, I have summoned what remains and what is new of the Nine Lives League to hopefully once and for all put this behind us. Kitty, let me explain. What do you know of gods?
I know nothing of gods. I actually do not follow any. I have a friend within my midst that believes in a god, but that's as close as we get to it.
And what do you know of gods, young Manon?
They're very powerful and
that
worth
is
following.
true. And your god, the Platinum Dragon, he cannot come to the prime material plane, nor can any god, which is why they have followers such as yourself to extend their will, to see that their good deeds or bad deeds are done. But the god of the Tabaxi is somewhat different. The god of the Tabaxi is unknown and unworshipped, and he prefers it this way. He is called Rex Felis, King Cat. He made us, he made this glade, these places, but he was curious, as all cats are, and he decided that he could come to the prime material plane and exist here if he, and then you hear Charmelaine growl at this point, and Marlon says, are you quite sure we just met them? And Felix kind of holds his hand up. Trust me, we have to see this through. He was tricked by the Spider Queen. He was told that if he divided his power, he could come, he could be here, he could exist amongst the mortals and experience all those things that he was so curious about. And he splintered himself into 9 pieces. One by one, the Spider Queen has been hunting them, and we are what's left. You have been brought into the League because Boots is one of the things that's left. We must rejoin and escape the prime material plane so that the Cat Lord does not die. But we cannot go near Boots. He can sense our presence. But for some reason, he trusts you and accepts you So we need you to help us capture him. Now, if it happens to serve your purposes too, we are in a shared objective.
So many questions. So
I
when
was like,
you
what do we
mean-
get?
How could there possibly be any questions? This is like clear as day.
Yeah, okay. First question. What do you mean by Boots is the last piece? He's the last life of the god?
Once there were 9 of us. Now there are 6.
Because I only count 5 right now.
Chayak is the last. Chayak is the key. But we will deal with Chayak when the time is right.
So when you have all 6,
We can rejoin. There's
Become
enough of
one.
us. There's enough of us left that the essence of the Cat Lord can be revitalized. But the Spider Queen
is chasing them.
the
Would
Spider
we
Queen,
be able to keep our bodies as they are today? Or would
I'm
we
sorry,
all turn as
you
one?
misunderstand me.
Yeah.
Charmelaine
Mhm.
is the Cat Lord's strength.
Oh.
I am his intellect.
Yes.
Marlin is his anxiety. Boots is his lust, his love, his curiosity.
Oh.
And Boots does not want to rejoin with us and leave this place. He has love for this life. He does not wish to be a god and live in the godly plains.
Surprising.
He is afraid to lose what he has become, his passion, his freedom.
And with me becoming a part of the 9 Lives Club, I'm not a piece of that puzzle.
You have some benefits of the puzzle, but no, you are not.
I'm not a part of a
You will
god.
stay. You will stay if you survive it.
I'm almost disappointed. But
I was gonna say, under my breath, can I just mumble? Of course she thinks she's a god.
I was looking for validation. Disappointment.
So under your breath, of course, you think she's a god.
Yeah.
Drax is like, well, look at that tail.
We need to know as much as we can about Boots. Do you know where he often loves to tread in this area? Because we had lost sight of him back when we went up to Aerie.
I know where he will be in a few days. Marlin, show them. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this real quick here. I don't know if this was just gonna pop. Marlin pulls out what looks to be a flyer.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The Cloak and Stagger Club. Oh. Oh.
I can't believe this is the moment Chenille left.
I know.
It.
Sorry, I'm back. The Chevy Roadshow.
I have this flyer and I'm reading
course.
it out loud. One night only, the Bootlets, the Tabby Road Show. Do not miss once in a lifetime show. The band is back together for one night only at the world famous Cloak and Stagger Club. Lower Corridor, November 10th of this year. That's soon.
It is November 6th today.
Please, where is this Cloak and Stagger Club?
As to that, I sorry. Okay. And
It's a
for the
wonderful
record,
flyer.
thank you. For the record, it's
Yeah,
the,
I know.
It's the Boodles.
The Boodles.
That's what I was
Boodles.
gonna say, and I was like, oh, maybe it's bootless. Boodles, yeah.
Let's go to here. Oh, can I just do that? No, I can't do that.
Oh, like the Beatles.
Yeah.
I mispronounced that incorrectly. But yes, that would make more sense.
Okay. So let's go to here. Let's zoom in. And Lower Carador is the capital. So Carador is the capital of Moonshae. And Lower
Ooh.
Carador, you see this little river, right? It says Sacred Grove of the Earth Mother, like right there. Actually, yeah, it's let me clear that up for you guys here. Yoink. I'm gonna put that on the map layer. There. See that little lion's head? That's where Lower Carador is.
Okay.
So far away.
We've got flying potions.
About how long of a journey would this take?
Well, if you were to take the normal routes, it would take some time, a week or more. But I can transport you, and I can begin to teach you, Hoots. We can use the stone circles. Nearby, there is a place of power nearby here, which you've obviously seen before, and obviously near Lower Carador, there's another place of power. So I suggest you take a rest.
Yes.
Tomorrow morning, begin your journey.
I look to Kitty. I accept this if you're ready.
For you, Hoots? Anything.
Now we cannot go with you. As I said, Mr. Boots, if he senses us in his proximity, he will flee, even though it would break his heart to miss this show that he has put together. But
Can't just keep Charlemagne in the dark until like he can pop out and help us.
no, I'm afraid not. If you are to subdue Boots, it will have to be with words. You cannot overpower him.
Oh, we have to convince him?
I'm sorry, but he is 1/9 of a god.
So we have to tell him why it's important. Okay.
So would you guys like to take a 5-minute break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're just a few minutes past our halfway point. Okay. See you guys in a few. Oh, you're all back.
Mm-hmm.
That was fast. Okay.
Timely.
All right. So what would you like to do?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Oh, we did that.
We already did that?
Well,
Or did we?
we left off with you guys with Felix Khalif suggesting that you take a long rest, or offering it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have like too many hit points gone, but I have a few, so it wouldn't hurt to do that. And I need more spell slots, and I'm assuming you guys got hit as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
When we wake up, I also want to be able to get more rogues powder, because if we are at Oaks of the Sea, I want to re-up while we're still here.
Well, you're at Vigilant by the cliffs.
Oh, I thought the shield.
Yeah, the shield does say that.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's
Yes.
my bad.
Loophole. Just kidding.
Yeah.
JK. Oh, whatever you think.
You wait till it's your turn to be DM.
Never. There's no way.
Then you can see how hard it is.
I don't wish that upon anyone. Except
Before
for the
I
ones that
head
can
to
handle
sleep, I want to see what's his duder's name? The anxious one. Is he an artificer?
He is. Marlon?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Good
kind of
eye.
knew that he was a tinkerer, so I wish to learn as much as I can from him if he's willing to have me for company.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you guys, you find that Marlon does better one-on-one, and you're less intimidating than your fellows. So he really does embody the anxiety part of the feline, attitude. But once he feels comfortable, he warms up a little bit, and definitely can show you a few things. Kitty, I'm going to say go ahead and do the D4 again, but for the 1d4 plus 1 for rogue's powder, which you can purchase tomorrow. But let's just take care of that.
Nice.
Forget. Okay, it is 20 gold pieces per dose. So that would be 100. I'd be 100 gold pieces.
All right, I think we have some in our reserves. If the team doesn't mind me getting into our treasure trove to be able to pay for this.
I just wanted to get that
go
out,
for
get
it.
that done before we forget to do it.
How many
Hoots? Was there something specific you wanted to learn from?
What is the bulk of what he's crafting? Like what objects? Weaponry? Is it smoke powder? Is it deception items?
He clearly crafted a rhubarb.
Yes.
Right.
So he is the owner.
Yeah, rhubarb is his steel defender. Defender. Yeah. He does feel as if he wants to help you because it's an important kind of a thing that you're undertaking. And so he asks you, he can do many things, but is there anything you're looking for? So for example, I noticed that you are quite small. So if you're walking, then maybe that's difficult. So I've seen before where people who are small and have a big guy like your half-orc friend, they sometimes and they just never mind. And he starts like he takes a backpack down and he starts like hammering on it and casting spells and mending and like and it's essentially over the next hour or so with your assistance, he makes Thrax a backpack that's got a platform on the back that you can stand on. So so you mechanically for the game, it doesn't actually like accomplish anything, but you could ride on the backpack and like cast spells from Thrax's back.
That is dope. I would love something like that. Yes, that'd be an ask right there.
Okay, so let's just say that you guys spend the evening like building that. Okay. Which would be a good time. And then if you guys wanted to, did you guys want to check out the blacksmith, or let me just get back to the village here real quick.
And I'm so sorry, I missed out already because math is hard for me. I got us 5 rogue powders for how many gold pieces?
100.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So there is a blacksmith in town and there's a general store.
Can you put us back on that map, Ken?
Yeah, so if there's anything you guys want out of the player's handbook in the morning, you could certainly get that stuff. Okay, so Hoots, you spent the evening working with Marlin on the backpack, and so you have plenty of opportunity to talk to him and find out anything of interest or whatever. What do you share anything with him? Any details of your adventures or any other needs you would need to have?
A few. Basically what the purpose of this platform would be is to help out city of Aerie. It's good for my spell castings, a little bit about my background, but not like divulging and like I was the chosen one from the tree. It's just I'm a really important person wanting to help out a city that's in dire peril. This platform would really help me and the Owlin people, and that Boots was a good individual. Like my encounters with Boots, learning vicious mockery, some good things, but also like I'm pretty upset that he had to go and do something like this.
Okay, and so you see Marlin kind of as like you can tell that he's like the same, like he's frustrated with boots because like it's just sort of the same experience you have. Like he recognizes boots has good qualities, but he also recognizes that he is a scoundrel and that he's selfish and he does these things. And but he also says, you know, that is the mistake that was made to splinter a whole being into these fractions. And Marlin's like, my anxiety cripples me sometimes. I can never leave this tent. And so I understand that even though Boots, sometimes we want to strangle him, he is what he was made to be. And
We hope to bring him back.
I hope you can. I really do. But we'll see. We will see. And then you guys continue to work. Kitty and Manon and Thrax, is there anything you guys would like to do before your long rest?
I don't think so.
Is there usually an option if you go to a blacksmith to be able to like upgrade the either effectiveness or the, I don't know, level of your weapons? Like if I wanted to get a stronger short bow, could I go to the blacksmith and either buy a better one or otherwise, or upgrade it?
Yeah, it's not usually possible to upgrade weapons, but it is possible to sometimes buy them. So like a more higher quality short bow or even arrows would be something you could look into.
Yeah.
So you probably have time that evening to do that if you would want to.
Yeah, I look over to Thrax and I say, hey, would you like to come help me pick out some new weaponry? I think both you and I could, you know, collaborate and figure out what's going to be best for the road ahead.
Oops. I'll go anywhere with you, Kitty.
Aww.
I give a little smirk up to Thrax. Not too long, but just a quick smirk, and then we walk out and head to the blacksmith.
I think Kitty's family crest would be, let's talk about this later.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you go to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith is called, hang on, let me look it up, the Steel Foundry, and you have found there is a male dwarf there whose name is Pykar Underbow. And Pykar is sort of a dwarf, like the only dwarf in the village who is a resident. He's also the only non-tabaxi, but he speaks your language. And so the blacksmith it's basically a simple plaster building. It's the only like non-tent in the whole space. And what can I do for you?
I hear the dwarves make the best short bows in the land. Is that true?
Oh, persuasion. You know, normally a dwarf would not be persuaded by such. We are more about axes and hammers, but I do serve this village, and bows and arrows are a very effective way to keep things safe here. And yes, so let me roll. You want me to, actually, I'm gonna let you roll percentile dice, and you want to roll below, roll below 50, but the lower you roll, the better.
And the percentile dice, is that a D100?
The D100, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sorry to tell you, though, that the best bows are already equipping our soldiers. I would be happy to build you one if you're going to be here that long.
Unfortunately, I won't, but
Where is it that you're going?
We are headed to, oh my gosh.
Lower Carador.
Lower Carador. After I rest. To be able to find somebody in particular.
Well, if you're going to Lower Carador, then all manner of weapons and magic items will be available for purchase It is one of the largest cities in the realm, but be prepared to part with heavy coin.
Good to know. Okay. Oh, yeah, he may have it on a discount then.
Okay, real
All
quick
right.
here. Let me do something. Okay, good. And Manon, while Kitty and Thrax are making friends with Pykar the blacksmith, what would Manon be doing?
Well, I'm exhausted still, so I think that I would probably just go to bed
Okay,
and
so-
prepare myself to break the curse on Kitty tomorrow.
nice. Nicely done. So, to that end, I'm going to make a roll for Thrax real quick on something. So I'm going to roll the percentile dice, and he needs to roll low. Not super great. Okay, everybody do a long rest. And click the
Great.
long rest button.
It's always so much fun when it just auto updates.
It just automatically fixes everything that's
Yeah.
going on. Okay.
So I can unclick my exhaustion, right, Ken?
You're gonna roll 4d4.
4d4.
The stress.
I know.
In fact, everybody can do that. Ooh, lower your stress by 12.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
Who has less than 4 stress?
I do. I have 3.
Okay,
have
so
one.
you're gonna be at 0 now.
Yes.
Gosh dang it.
What are you at, Manon?
I'm at 6.
Okay, so 6 is still uncheck your 1. So 6 is
Oh, yay.
yeah. So
Below
you can
10.
have all the way up
Okay.
to 9 before your exhaustion goes to level 1.
Oh, cool. Okay.
This is a house rule, by the way.
Yay.
This is not in the player's handbook. This is just sort of something we do here. Okay. All right. So as the sun rises, I'm gonna say that you're all at this stage. Felix and Charlemagne have left. You had stayed with Marlin. As the sun comes over the mountain, you start to feel that familiar, awful pain in the back of your skull, Kitty.
Yep.
And you feel that pressure rising and rising.
Here we go again.
And this time, the compass is not on your person. The compass has been destroyed. And you take 23 points of hit points of psychic damage.
Nice.
And you feel as if the pain is not nearly what it was before. Like it still sucks. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Oh wait.
Okay.
These guys are elsewhere. Man, what were you gonna do?
I want to break this curse.
Okay.
Do it.
Alrighty. So no sooner does Kitty again show the signs of pain, only this time it's not as bad as it has been in the past. And Kitty, you feel your confidence growing as you fight against this curse. And obviously Manon can tell that this is happening, so she sort of rests down on one knee. Manon, I'm gonna roll a d20 and you're gonna roll a d20, and
Okay.
let's see who gets the higher one here. So beat an 8.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Okay.
Hey, yay.
All right. So that was just to decide what's coming up. But go ahead and put remove curse in the chat.
Okay. I need to change my dice color because
Yeah. And again, we're house
have that
ruling this
option?
to an extent. So you have to beat a 10 to break the higher level Gia spell. Okay. So you gotta roll d20, you gotta get a 10 or better. You don't have any heroic dice or anything going on. So This is kind of a 50-50 chance here.
Gosh dang it. I feel like this is a good color. A D20.
Yeah. Is that pink or peach?
Yeah!
There it is.
It doesn't matter.
Thank God.
Okay. Kitty, you
Finally.
with Marlon kind of watching shyly from around the corner and everyone kind of gathered around, Manon again grasps her teal gem. It glows, it dims. Manon's holy power kind of washes through your body, and you feel almost as if like have you ever had like a sinus infection?
Yeah.
And then the antibiotics start working and the pressure just goes like that. Like
Blood.
just a flood of of this evil wickedness just kind of drawn from your body. In fact, there's this dark magic that turns to wispy light and then just vaporizes, and you feel as if the curse is gone. And again, in that moment, Thrax is gonna do something. Nope. And you hear a whistling from outside and a gong.
Oh no.
Before we go outside, I'd like to cast a spell.
Yeah.
I verbally speak to myself while touching both my arms that I praise to the Tabaxi god to cure the wounds that I have.
Cool.
I speak it into existence.
A creature you touch.
That's you.
Yourself.
It's me.
You're a
That's me.
creature?
I did it.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And I then roll a D8.
Yep. Plus your wisdom modifier, which is what?
Nice.
3, because I have
Oh,
3
wow.
next to wisdom, so that would be 8.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Something.
All right. So Rhubarb runs outside, as does Thrax, and Marlin kind of goes almost to the edge of the tent. He's like, "What is it? What is it?" And there are some Tabaxi out in the courtyard saying, "Intruders! Intruders at the stone circle! Dragonborn
What kind
on
of
wings."
intruders? Ah, nope.
No.
Nope. We should have left. We should have left last night and rested when we got somewhere else.
We
"No,
gotta
this will
leave
not
now.
stand. go and protect the circle."
We need to.
Do we?
It's our
Nope.
only way to Puss in Boots. We have to
Right.
get to that circle.
Oh, we do.
I'll
We
get
have to go
my
through that
revenge.
stupid. We have to go through the stones, or else it's gonna take too long to get to it. So we have. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but we could just let them move on. If we show them we're here, they're gonna want to stick around and kill us. We can
But
just
they're
let
gonna
them think we're not there. They don't
They're
know
just-
we're there.
We can't let those guards die innocently.
Are they gonna find the village anyway, and then bring the problem here? And then we have to defend the village. There are Tabaxi there, so we're gonna have help. They're not
That's it.
alone.
And that's what the soldier says. Our soldiers are being killed.
Shoot. What can we do to prepare if we decide to go there?
We can
Does anybody
have
have
rogues
anything?
powder and be invisible.
Let's do that. Let's take a look. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of my rogues powder out. So this is down to 6, and everybody gets rogues powder.
Okay.
Amidst the chaos, can I snag from like the general store a net?
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
trying to look up in the there's like a hunting trap. I'm like, ooh, we can get puss in that.
Because I was
But that
thinking, you
seems-
know,
Then
because
that's a
it's
great
a
idea.
coastal thrift store, there's like a net big enough to kind of like throw over.
Smart.
Like a regular net. Let's look up net in the guy here.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like a butterfly net where the enclosure is a small thing. No, I'm
Right,
looking
just
for like something you cast out into the ocean to gather fish. Something like that.
That'd be so funny if you came up, just like bounced over to Boots. He wasn't moving, apparently didn't see you, and you just like put a little thing over his head, like a little net.
SpongeBob's jellyfish net.
Yes,
just zoop.
that's exactly it.
You ever seen Kung Pao,
Kung Pao?
enter the fist.
Oh
panda.
no.
A tiny
Yes.
net is a death sentence. It's a net and it's tiny. It's let's see here. A large or smaller creature hit by a net is restrained until it is freed. A net has no effect on creatures that are formless or creatures that are huge or larger. The creature can use its action to make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself or another creature within its reach for success. Dealing 5 slashing damage to the net also frees the creature without harming it, ending the effect. When you use an action, a bonus action, or a reaction to attack with a net, you can only make one attack regardless of the number of attacks you normally make. Okay. That answer the question?
Yes. I'd like
Okay.
to grab one of those to give to Thrax.
Okay. Thrax. I put it on your character sheet, but Thrax will have one.
Sweet.
So I have a
thing or two.
question.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Hoots. Oh, I was just gonna say, Chenille or
Yes.
Kitty. I'm assuming that there are Tabaxi soldiers still in the village, getting ready to go.
Yes.
Yes. Can we?
So, Kitty, it looks like your rogue's powder can pretty much mask each creature. So it'd be nice if you like call, hey, everybody, get in here really quick.
Yeah.
Rogue powder everybody, and we can all go in
Genius. Yeah, let's do that.
stealthily.
I love that idea. Unless the Tabaxi have their own rogue powder that they're using
Yeah,
on themselves.
that's how they do it. So that's why
Okay.
you guys couldn't
Okay.
see it when they first appeared. So you don't have
that's
to
a great
use
idea.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh
Just-
yeah,
I'm gonna say for this-
just that's one of them. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say for the sake of the game that you guys are moving through the village at breakneck speed, trying
Yeah.
to get to the thing. I don't know if this really makes you feel better, but Rhubarb is going with you.
It does.
Yay!
So
Should it make us feel better?
I'm not telling you how to be, you know.
I have faith in this metallic cat. You mean
Yeah, I like
business.
him.
Katie, I'm sorry, Manon, do you have any free spells you could possibly give me to up my health a little bit more? Or anything you can use to protect the group and add an extra boost to us?
Yeah. I did. I'll look at it while we're running that way.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so you guys are heading at like I said at top speed toward the glade, right?
Mhm.
There are a dozen Tabaxi soldiers with you, the Whispermouth and some others, plus Rhubarb. So because D&D isn't really designed for like mass combat, what I'm gonna say is like those dozen soldiers can keep like half of the bad guys occupied, but I'm not gonna do like
This one and that one.
attacks.
and
It
this
would
one.
take like
Yeah.
all day. It would be here
Mhm.
3 weeks from now, still doing it. So, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna move you guys. Did you heal Kitty more?
we're
Yeah,
waiting
I want
see.
to.
Okay.
I guess
So
I'll
what-
just do cure wounds.
Okay. Mark off the spell and cure wounds.
So a D8.
Yes.
Thank you.
Plus your +5, I think, for your deal.
Okay, there's 10 for you, Kitty.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna run into a fight with
And
that.
let me put you guys on the map.
Oh no, some of them are dead.
So as you enter the clearing, moving as fast as you can, as quietly as you can, you can see there's been a pitched battle here, but it has not gone well for the Tabaxi, especially since Rhubarb was not here. And you can hear a yowling cry from the center of the stones, and Malgani's cruel voice, "Tell me where they are, or I'll pull your limbs off one by one." And you hear the Tabaxi, clearly being tortured. Let's roll Fraggin initiative. Hang on a second. Um, okay. Please roll initiative. That's
Okay,
terrible.
lowest- That's literally the lowest I think I've ever had.
All right. Is that everybody? Oh, not Thrax. Let me get Thrax.
Oh, did I have my thing clicked too? Do you want me to re-roll just so you can make sure it's
No, you're in here. You're
okay?
good.
Good.
Okay, so you guys end up on the map, and yeah, D Whisper Mouse, I'm sorry, was at the she's the one being tortured at the stone, and the Tabaxi, the group of Tabaxi, say that they will go around north, and they say we will take out the 3 northern guys. So
hmm
that would be this one, and this one, and that leaves the 3 southern ones for you guys.
Okay.
So you hear D yowling. The wyverns and the guards are all, you know, kind of there. Hoots, what are you going to do on your turn? I'm sorry, let me go back to you.
Oh, let's see. Where are we on the map? Oh,
You guys are in the
far
far right-hand corner. You are under the effect of a pass without trace spell that only works until your position is revealed, right? So it's not that you're invisible, but it's that you're moving very quietly, and you're kind of undercover, right? So yeah.
Okie dokie. So you saying the 3 wyverns up at the top, most 3 stones are already dissipated, or are they
Well,
still?
they're not going to be able to attack you because the Tabaxi are going to engage them.
Okay.
So whenever you attack, these guys here are going to not.
Go after us too.
They're
Like
just
not
not
all
going to.
5 at
Yeah,
once.
they're going to be. You're essentially going to be responsible for rescuing D and dealing with the southern 3.
The 3. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
And you guys have got rhubarb in your group.
Let's see. 60 feet. So,
real quick, Tiffany, before you start, if you would cast a spell right now or attack, you will reveal your position. So you may want
yes.
to coordinate. So just so you know. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to
Okay.
move closer along the south and kind of go from tree to tree.
Okay. So you can, let's see, where's our measure tool? So you can, assuming you can dash to basically here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say that until you get past basically this tree here, we're not even going to do stealth rolls. You can just, if you want your whole party to move to say this position,
Yes.
that would be fine. You want to just do that, everybody?
I'm cool with it if
Yes.
you guys are
Yeah.
cool with it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just move everybody. So you guys kind of get up to here. And let's just do the next round from there. Sorry. Okay. So basically, D is saying, I'll never tell you where my village is. I don't know anything about any strangers. And she's crying. And let's see. Malgani is not a patient person. So basically, I'm going to roll a d20 here. And at this point, if I roll above like 16 to 20, Malgani's had enough, and it's just going to probably, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no.
So you hear a crunch and a yelp, and D is down. And at that stage, Malgani is like, the village cannot be far from here. Take to the skies.
Oh.
And he begins to mount his wyvern and hoots.
I see that happening, right?
Yeah, you
With
guys
all
are
the way from over
probably
there.
30 or 40 feet in the air. Just, I imagine you guys are kind of like, or you are like 30 feet in the air and you're like going right above the treetops. So
Mhm.
you definitely just saw and heard what happened.
I relay to the team. Diaz, I can't look anymore. And I have to find a place on the branch to see, stand
Stop.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, these guys are remounting their wyverns, and so that's their turn. What I'm going to do is these northern ones, I'm just going to take them out of the initiative order for the rest of the battle here. Okay. Who was that? All right, so Manon and Kitty, and what are you guys doing?
I'm leaning towards engaging with them and trying to shoot for the wings of their wyvern with my short bow, but in stealth from the tree that's like closest to the most northern side of it. So hopefully they don't see where the arrows are coming from. But I don't know.
Okay.
Do you think we should engage, Manon?
Well, keep in mind that I'm just letting you guys go first, but the Tabaxi are going to try to get revenge.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that would be the thing I would try. I mean, as Kitty, I would want to try to make it to where they stayed where they were and they didn't fly off. So I want to try to shoot the wing of at least one of the wyverns.
Okay, I'm giving you guys a surprise round. So just for the sake of argument, we're going to say that Kitty, you can go first, and let's say Hoots, you're just holding your action and you'll go after everybody else, but still in the surprise round, right?
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to use favored foe for the wyvern that's closest to us after I've dashed
Oh, you know what I
to the
forgot to
tree.
do?
Right, I can dash up to, it's about 70 feet. I should probably.
I forgot to give Rhubarb's initiative. Okay.
I guess my first question is this too far to travel? It's like here and it's about almost 80 feet.
Well, you can use your bonus action you can use your move, which is 30 feet. You can use your bonus action to dash, which is another 30 feet. And then you've got that feline agility, which gives you another 30 feet. But then
90.
That's 90. So you can definitely get there.
Perfect. And then are all my actions done at that point since I used my bonus action?
Nope,
So I can't
you still haven't used your
yet?
action.
Action. Okay.
Which would be sneak attack with advantage.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to use.
This is almost a guaranteed hit here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think. So it doesn't look like favored foe that's a bonus action because I would like to do favored foe before I do my sneak attack, if that's possible.
Well,
So
you used your bonus action to dash, so you'd have to use it
to dash.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. Then I'm going to use sneak attack. I'm going to mark that on the wyvern itself. And okay, that's there. And it's my ranged attack, so I'm going to do my short bow.
Roll with advantage, please, because you're attacking from stealth.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right, let me redo that.
So just roll once more. Okay, so you got a hit in there. So just do the damage. Click on your sneak attack.
Yep.
Oh, wait a sec. You have boxcars. Remember your dice?
No, I'm sorry.
Let me look that up for you real quick. On your character sheet, it should say where is it? Did we put it in there? I thought we put it in there. Okay. Sadie staff, cunning action, rogue's powder, criminal contact, candy, cat's claws. It would be nice if you had some fragging options here. You know what? It never ended up in your thing.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't forget it.
Okay,
On the
so
sync, I promise I
at
usually
third
pay
level rogue,
attention.
you're a third level rogue,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
You gain the boxcars benefit. Anytime rolling 2 or more dice on the sneak attack damage dice, if 2 or more dice are the same number, it becomes a critical hit.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So, you know what it did? I put it in the chat. We need to add it to your character,
Go ahead.
your character sheet thing. Copy. Hang on. Paste. That's not letting me do it for some reason. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll fix that later. But so basically, how many hit points of damage is that? 21 to the wyvern.
Yeah, it says once per turn you can deal an extra 2d6 damage
Yep.
to one creature you hit with an attack.
So, but you did you have the rogue's dice, so you can do boxcars, which means
Yes.
over on the far right hand side, Chenille, next
Okay.
to the cog icon, there's one called collection. It looks like a cheeseburger.
Looking, this is on my main character sheet.
It's not on your character sheet at all. It's on the Roll20 next to the map.
Got it. So look for the hamburger collection.
Yeah.
Okay, opened it up.
And then if you scroll down to rollable tables, there's one that says
Okay.
critical hit table, and
Yep.
just click roll. Gain 1 heroic dice. Well, you know what?
Already maxed out on that, right?
Yeah, you're maxed out on that. But the enemy has disadvantage for his next action.
Good. Yeah.
So the wyvern, I'm going to put a red dot on him.
Okay.
Somebody remind me he has disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Whatever he
Okay.
does
Absolutely.
next, he has disadvantage with. Okay.
Instead of getting a heroic D8, can I swap that for an extra luck?
No.
Okay.
You got 3 lucks.
Sorry, I gotta ask.
You gotta ask. Okay, that's pretty good though. So, Kitty, that was your turn. Let's see. This is the surprise round. Wait a second. Make it back. Okay, there we go.
Is inspiration an extra roll?
Yeah, inspiration is a re-roll of any d20.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. Rhubarb, I think, is next. I'm not super familiar with rhubarb. Do I even have that for him? Sorry, guys. Oh, well, shoot. Okay, do that. Okay, how fast is rhubarb? He's pretty fast. So he basically joins you, but he had to use his action to get that far. All right, Manon, what do you got?
Well, I can't go very far, so I'm just gonna move to. Oh, that's not me. That's why it's not moving. So here. And I'm gonna use guiding bolt
Oh, cool.
on this one.
On which one?
The one that Chenille's already
Okay.
weakened.
Yeah. Okay. I think
So
that's
hopefully
a
we just-
regular attack, right?
Yeah, it's a spell. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Can you throw it in the chat though?
Yeah. Yep.
Flash of light streaks toward a creature. Yeah, make a ranged spell attack. So you should be able to just click that in your center column like an attack, just as if you were using your mace. but
Oh.
it should be a spell right there.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Do it. That is a hit.
Yeah.
Nice. Level
And
1.
roll. Just hit the guiding bolt, Katie, and then it'll roll the damage first. 15 more points of damage, and the next attack against that wyvern will have advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and 120 feet is plenty of range. Are you also going to move, or?
Well, I did move.
Oh, that's with you move forward already?
Yeah, I didn't have I can't move very far.
Okay, Kitty, you already went.
So,
Thrax is
Yeah.
going to
Do
30
it.
feet, and then a bonus action dash. And then he's going to throw his javelin
Yes.
ooh.
at
So I was hoping he was
the
gonna
one
do.
that he gets advantage with this because Here goes. Javelin.
Come on, javelin.
That is a hit with a 22.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
All right. So
Nice.
9 points. Oh, also, just real quick here. The 2 points doesn't count because your rage only gets extra damage when you are in melee combat. So
Gotcha. I
okay,
didn't
here
know
we go.
if it-
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hell
then
yeah.
uses so he has to wait till next round to use his bonus action to rage because he already dashed. Okay, so he did 9 points of damage to the wyvern. Okay. All right, that one is getting shredded pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, a whole bunch of arrows come from the north, and the other 3 to the north there are distracted by those guys. Okay. And now it is the actual start of the round. So this guy looks toward the whole group and sees all of you there. And he is going to... Oh, I'm on this guy here. He looks toward all of you, and he is going to fly up on the wyvern, command it to move here, and Kitty, you and Rhubarb need to make a saving throw.
With advantage, you got it.
Dexterity saving throw shouldn't be a problem for you. Yeah. Okay, so
Thank
you're going
God.
to take half damage from this. Okay, so that would only be if it was physical attack. Okay. So, sorry. There it goes. My God.
Just don't kill me. You won't have to apologize.
All of this just to roll a dice. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you take 12 points, and so does Rhubarb.
Okay.
Okay, that's his turn. Hoots. Oh, Hoots, you didn't get to take your action last round, so you're going to take 2 consecutive actions. Okay.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, with a speed of 30, I'm gonna try and dash to make it 60 feet to get into the other tree. Let me see. How far away is it? Okay, so halfway.
What you can do is you can move 30 feet last round, 30 feet this round, if you want.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
like to do that
All right, hold on one second.
and just position myself right beside the dead soldier that's right here.
Too hot. I'm too cold. Okay, which one are you doing? Say that again. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, that I want to position myself right next to the soldier that's here.
You can do that.
I'm trying to do the ping. It's not working. All right.
Oh, because you're on the measuring tool.
Yep. So, boom. I'll put myself in that. Then, you said he was flying.
Yeah, we're not going to really track that. It just gets too complicated. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But at least he's within range. I am going to go ahead and... Ooh, actually, no. I am going to... God, it's over here. Why is it doing this? Boom. There we go. Ooh, nice. Okay. I am going to use... Boom.
Ooh, beautiful. 20-foot cube.
Mhm.
So if you go to the measuring tool and do a square, you see what I'm doing there?
I want to be able to, yes, get both the wyverns and the riders within that.
So it'd be like this, like that, something like that, without
Yes.
getting your friends, but getting them.
Yep.
Okay, so that's definitely doable. Let me grab something for that we can use. A spell effect area type deal. We'll use this because we always use this for a square. Okay, so you fill this whole 20-foot cube with webs.
Mhm.
And all of these guys need to make a saving throw, right?
From the looks of it, it's a concentration that I need to make.
Yep.
Up to an hour.
Wow. So they need to make
love it.
a dexterity
Strength check.
saving throw.
Dexterity.
Each creature that starts its turn in the webs or enters them must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained. All right, so they have to beat. What is your save?
My save is 15.
I think it
And
went up
did-
because of your helmet.
Mhm.
To
And
16.
they still have to roll at a disadvantage too, right? Because of the
The one by
one.
itself does, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So let me do these one at a time then. All right, so it's a 16 is what they need, actually, Hoots.
16.
Yeah. Okay, so that guy, the first guard, he's okay. Second, the wyvern that hasn't been hit yet is restrained. So he got tangled up in your web. So I'm going to put this little web on him. See that?
Haha.
Nice.
Okay, this Herald's Guard, he needs a 16. 14, he is restrained. I'm going to put a little web on him. All right, this one is making a save with disadvantage. All right, so that's a fail already. So, so the only way that this makes sense is that as the webs kind of pin that wyvern to that stone, this guard that he kind of like scooted out from underneath his wyvern and like fell to the ground, and he's not restrained, but you got 3 out of 4.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done. So that would have been your action last round. Yeah, so we'll say that's you can take one more action this round.
One more action?
Well, that would have been from last round, right? Because last round you would have dashed forward to here, and then this round you cast your spell. So I think we're square now. All right, we good?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So this guy obviously just saw that happen, and he's like, he sees you, and he's going to run forward and breathe fire on you. So same thing as what happened to Kitty. So you need a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so deck save.
Got this. Don't forget you have a heroic dice if you need it.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm on my. There we go.
That happens all the time.
Dexterity. Heroic dice, please.
Or inspiration. Does she have inspiration?
I don't know.
No,
Okay.
it does
Definitely
not look like.
heroic then.
Oh, that was cool, but not cool
Yeah.
because it was Hoots.
Yeah. So it goes like this. There we go. No. There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
This way. Go this way. There you go. That's what it was.
Nice.
But I need to measure that actually because it is a cone starting there, and if possible, no, he can't get Thrax in it. Okay, so it's just you. You do not have inspiration, Hoots, but you do have a D12 heroic dice, which unfortunately, even if you rolled a 12, you still wouldn't make the saving throw.
Oh,
I wouldn't be able to.
No, because you had a
more than a 16.
Yeah, you had a 2. No, you rolled an 8 altogether. So you got to beat a 15. So you just need to roll a 7 or better on your heroic dice.
7 or better on the heroic die?
Yeah.
Okay.
To add to what she has, not to
Yeah,
reroll from scratch.
Not to reroll, but to
Okay.
add to.
Okay.
I
Come on,
mean,
Hoots.
there's that, and I have a reaction.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, which one works better?
so I'm gonna go ahead and just do the heroic die right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Bet.
that's a 14. Okay, what's your reaction? Did you say you had a reaction you could try?
Yeah, I posted it in the chat. It's
Oh,
silvery
sorry.
barbs.
Silvery bar is a triggering creature. Okay, you can then choose a different creature you can see within range. Okay, let me just do this. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. So that's really for a different creature, not for yourself.
Not for myself. Okay.
Right. So
I'll
sorry.
take it.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
This could actually knock Hoots out, you guys. It's
Just got serious, is what you're saying?
It just got
Yep.
really serious. Oh, holy smokes.
By 1. I am crippled, but 1 HP.
Hoots is not unconscious. Okay.
Please.
All right. That's the northern side, so those guys are not in this fight. Okay. Rhubarb is going to attack this. Well, he actually can't attack into the webs. Hoots, can you make a concentration saving throw, please?
Concentration saving throw?
Yeah.
Would that be...
So it's a constitution. You got to beat
Constitution.
a 10. Okay. You maintain concentration on the webs. They're still there. So Rhubarb hears what happens to you and dashes over there and force empowered rends this guy, which is a hit. Doing 9 points of force damage to the guard. Okay. And I think he can do that twice. Also a hit. Okay. This is not the right music for this. At all.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So he attacks the guard a couple of times and does some damage. And we're going back to this. Okay. Manon.
Okay. I'm really torn between. Okay, I'm gonna move to here for my 30 feet.
Okay.
And then think I'm gonna use emboldening bond. I was
Okay.
trying to get that to you before you got hit, Hoots. I'll
It's
throw it in the
okay.
chat.
10 minutes. Okay. While any creature within 30 feet of another, roll a d4. So basically you're all essentially blessed. Okay. So
Cool.
that's an action. Yeah. As an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can only do 3, so I want to do me, Kitty, and Hoots.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
So for emboldening bond, what color would that be? If would it be like blue? You think? A blue
Yeah.
dot on everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
Blue dot on the 3 people that
seems
have
very
emboldening bond.
healy.
Okay.
Trust
And
me.
then oh gosh dang it. Sorry, give me 1 second. There's a lot going on. I can do a lot and it's
You just need
it's
you
hard
just
on
need
the
something that's
choices.
it's a bonus action.
yeah, when you cast a spell. So okay, when you cast a spell. So I have
Go with your gut.
I feel like I should have cast something different, but I don't know that it would have helped. Can I have a cure wounds that's the bead? Does that have to be used as an action?
Which one is it?
Cure
Was-
wounds.
Cure wounds. Yeah, that's the exact same as the regular spell.
So even if I use it as a bead, breaking a bead,
Yep.
that can't be a bonus.
It's
Okay.
still a regular action.
Okay.
But there is a spell called Healing Word, which I
Yeah,
don't see.
I just got it.
Yeah. Did you take that, or I don't think you took it.
I don't think I took it this time.
Yeah. Okay. So in the future, you can have that one prepared, and you can
Yeah.
cast it as a bonus action.
Okay, I think I'm pretty much done. Oh no, I have healing word marked.
It's first level Healing Word. Yeah, that's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put it in the chat.
Just running out of those spells.
Yeah, just mark off another
I
first level
use it.
spell as a bonus action. A creature of of your choice you can see within range, which Hooch is within range. So go for it. What does it do?
Oh.
It does 1d4 plus your ability modifier. So
Okay. Well, let's
we're gonna turn on.
hope for the best here.
There we go. Well, 5 hit points is
Interesting.
better than being at. You
Nothing.
get 5 hit points back, Hoots.
Okay,
Exactly.
That's better than being at 1 hit point.
so I'm at 6.
Yeah.
All right. So the wyvern, this wyvern doesn't. It holds its action until Malgani gets on it. Kitty, your turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna dash over to, just barely over to Hoots. So let me do that. I'm going to toss Hoots one of the healing potions that I have.
Okay.
And then as an action, do I either need to choose to drink a healing potion or cast a spell, or can I do both? Since a healing potion kind of is off by itself.
So
or is my action giving Hoots a potion?
I will say that here's the thing. Hoots, do you not have a healing potion of your own?
No, not in my inventory, and that's what I was gonna.
Yeah, everybody got a greater healing potion from Cersei.
Oh,
So-
okay. Yeah, I thought she
Beautiful,
was out.
'cause- No, I have one.
Okay, so here's the rule. Drinking a potion. You can drink a potion as a bonus action. Okay.
Okay.
However, it takes your action to administer a potion to a companion.
Got it. So in this case, since now I know Hoots has his own,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep mine for now.
Okay.
What I am going to start with, though, is I am going to cast my last spell and use Spike Growth. And I'm going to verbally state Spike Growth. Just going to say that. And I'm going to see the wyverns that are currently entangled, but my goal is to
So
try
this is
to
a
aim.
20-foot radius.
Yes, within 150 feet of my visual. So what I do see is this wyvern over here with Malagi. I would like to try to capture, in that with that one. Yes, exactly. With the other one
Yes.
who's kind of already but overlapped.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
So that is an action to cast, and that's consider that done. Okay.
and my bonus action is I'm going to take one of my own healing potions for me.
Okay. How many healing potions do you have?
I have 2.
Are they both greater or?
I don't know. I just had it under healing potion, to be honest.
Okay. I'll say they're both greater healing potions. So do you see
Okay.
on the bottom underneath your names, there's a little button called healing potion. Can you guys all see that?
Yeah, see Kitty Soft
On the
Paws.
bottom underneath our names.
Under your names, there should be a button. I think it's
Public to
selected.
GM. Is it under where it says the dragon on the top left hand side and it says Kitty Soft Paws?
No, it should be on the map.
Oh, on the map.
On the
Okay,
map. Sorry.
got it.
Shouldn't be hard to find if it's there.
No, I don't see it.
It's
I
in
don't see
macro.
anything. I can do a
Wait a
gear
second.
or
Healing potion. It should be in the bar. Let's see. Show as a token action. Let's just try that. All players save changes. Okay, click on your token and see if it showed up as a button on the top part of the screen of the map. Top left of the map when you click on your token.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
healing potion.
Okay, click on that. And then it should say potion regular or greater, and then just select greater and hit submit.
Where did you find yours?
If you
It's
click on
up
your
like-
token, or you clicked
Yeah.
on your token?
I am, and then all it says is rejoin party or view Moonshade.
Oh,
Oh, did you click off of your token and back on? Because I just
Oh,
turned it.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
try that.
Oh, there it is. Healing
Yep.
potion, and then I do greater.
Greater
Submit.
and hit submit. 15 hit points.
Nice.
All right, so that is your bonus action.
Yep.
And your action. Perfect. All right, cool. It's amazing. It's really cool, is what it is. Okay.
Yay.
I am good at words.
Your poor brain slowly just like
Melting into my
yeah.
Okay, here we are. What was that? I did this. Okay. And I'll put them there next time. Okay, that's your turn, Kitty, I think.
Yep, you're right.
All right, Thrax has had enough of these guys. So he is going to rage. Let me mark off his rage. He's going to go into a frenzied rage.
Why do I envision like Tool like in the background?
Okay, he's going to attack recklessly, which means he gets advantage.
he needed it.
Hit. And then he gets to use his bonus action to attack because he's in a frenzied rage, so he gets to attack twice. And he did 14, 21, 23 points of damage to that
Nice.
same Dragonborn. Okay, not bad. That's Thrax's turn. All right, this wyvern is now webbed up and in a patch of thorns, right?
Yep.
Spike growth. So for the web, he has to beat a 16 as a strength saving throw to break free, right?
Correct.
So here he goes. So he's going to try to get out of that. They are pretty strong, but he's still trapped in the web. That's it. He's stuck there. All right, good job with that web spell. This wyvern, same thing. Going to try to get out of the webs. What do we got? 14, still stuck in the webs. Malgani. So this is kind of a strange deal, Kitty, because they're going to fly away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that they have to fly through 10 feet before they can get into the air to get away from the webs. And so go ahead and roll 2d4, and they're both going to take 2d4 of damage. And 2d4? It's difficult terrain, so that's going to cost them 20 feet of movement. They're going to go 20, so they're only going to go 40 feet. So they both take 5 points each.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so
We'll take it little bit by little bit.
Oh, we don't want that. Okay, so these two. All right, so that's another 5 feet. So they get to move all the way up to Thrax. Okay. This guy needs to make a strength saving throw to get out of the webs. No. Hoots, that web spell is coming in clutch.
Nice.
Okay. Hoots, your turn.
Let's see. I don't see it here, but I am going to lob something devastating. With a powerful owl shriek, I cast into the web. Fireball, igniting anything, flammable objects included, and web is a flammable object. So on top of that, they'll take additional damage.
Oh, dang. That's so epic.
All right, so
Oh my gosh.
please,
I know,
so
look how
you
crazy that
should be
is.
able to, let's see, Let me do something for you here real quick, Hoots. We'll just get this done because then it'll be done. Hoots. Yoink. Yoink. Ugh. There. Okay. So if we click Fireball at 3rd level, there you go. Do you want to re-roll that?
That is wow, that's impressive.
You can keep that or re-roll it. I just put it in your character sheet so you can cast it the same way you cast Chaos Bolt or whatever.
Sweet. I'm curious to see what it might be. Let me go ahead and do so.
Do it.
3rd level. The powerful owl shriek.
30, better than what I got. Okay. So they all have to make a saving throw. I'm going to get rid of this just so because it's in the way.
It's so cool though.
Okay, we'll put it on the map.
Yeah, there's
But I
a
get it,
lot
yeah.
going on.
I mean, yeah, you got to see them, but you got.
Okay, so these all guys have got to make a check damage. Dexterity saving throw of 16. They take 30 hit points and save for half. Only the guard made it, and then the guard is actually only going to take 7 hit points because that's a red dragon. So he's resistant to fire.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so these two both took 30. But that's devastating for these two. Okay. And then actually roll another, I don't know, like 2d4 for the webs as the webs burn up.
4.
Nice.
All right, another 5 points to both
Nice.
wyverns. All right, good news, bad news situation. The web would be gone though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Worth it.
pretty dope. Okay. That's your action. Anything else?
Bonus action. Let's see.
Let me point something else to you real quick on your character sheet there.
Yes.
Tiffany. This one.
Where am I seeing?
Tempestuous magic.
Oh yeah, Tempestuous magic.
So you just use the spell.
Hmm?
So it says immediately before or after you cast a spell at 1st level or higher, you can fly up to 10 feet away without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yes.
That's cool.
So just throw that into the chat real quick, just so.
I'm
I
gonna
think
go
we need to spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
after my fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to flee to this square. That's going to be right beside,
Like that?
right there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Pretty good round. And you were saying something about a bonus action.
Oh, that I was going to then drink a greater potion if that's
Okay.
still, but
Yeah.
I moved for a bonus action.
Oh yeah, that's your bonus action. So yeah, I think it's safer to move away than it is to, I would say, yeah.
Consume a potion right
Yeah.
there. Oh, I also didn't do my movement. Shoot.
What was that?
I also didn't move.
No,
like
you can move.
my actual
You can still move your actual 30 feet.
Sweet. So each square is 10? Or each square is 5?
It's 5, yeah. You
Okay,
can get behind
so
Manon if you want.
I would like to Manon.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
I would do.
Protect me!
That's what I would do if I were you. Okay, this guy suddenly went from almost having killed the Owlin in one blow to being surrounded. So basically, Thrax is odd and the other guy is even. The Steel Defender's even. So he's attacking Thrax. Let's see, this guy would not know Thrax. So one-handed longsword. That's a hit. Actually, he has advantage because Thrax is attacking recklessly. So two hits on
Thrax has a lot of
Thrax.
HP.
Yeah, he's pretty tanky.
And taking half damage because he's enraged.
Yep. So he takes 6 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. All right. Rhubarb is going to attack that guy again. Miss and hit. Okay. Ooh, that's a good hit.
Oh gosh.
All right, this guy's looking pretty wrecked. Vanna.
It's hard being the healer because I don't know if I attack or if I start healing people.
I'm good if you don't have to heal me.
Who's
I always think when I'm doing it, it comes to me and I'm like, oh. I'm gonna
Yeah, Kitty, you're on deck.
do Sacred Flame
On.
I think we need to get rid of this guy, the one that's tangled
Yeah, these guys
in the
are.
wall.
Mm-hmm.
That one with the red
That
dot
one.
you already hit before.
Yeah, let's just go for that guy. So let's go here.
Better to get rid of them than take their beatings.
Yeah.
All right. So wait a minute. Sacred Flame. Oh, I have to make a dexterity saving throw on a Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me try that here. Dexterity saving throw, and I got to beat a 16.
Is it disadvantage because he's in the web?
He's not in the web anymore. The web got burned up.
But he's in the green thing.
Yeah, but it still doesn't impart disadvantage.
Gosh, dang it. Okay.
Way to argue, though. I like that.
Yeah, good idea. I know how we're trying to catch you in things now, Ken.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
I've noticed
We're
that you guys are getting a little more aggressive as the fights get harder.
You're like, but no, you said 5 games ago that.
Do you have a bonus action or anything? Oh, yeah. Do you have a bonus action or anything?
No.
What does your what does that thing do though? The emboldening.
What does what thing do?
Does that help? Does that hurt his saving throws?
Oh
no, you can just add a D4 to an attack roll, an ability check, or so it only
or saving throw.
It only helps your friends. It doesn't hinder them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure. Do you?
Oh, wait a minute. Does
you
my
still have 30 feet of movement?
Well, now I feel like I have to protect Hoots. But I don't really want to be by anybody. So I'm gonna move up. Sorry, Hoots. We're going over here.
You're good.
My dragon fear probably doesn't work on actually wyverns or dragons.
No, it could, but you do have to use your action to do it.
Okay, that was my question. Okay, so I'm good then.
Okay, so you just use your breath weapon to exhale dragon fear instead of
the
other thing. Okay, so let's keep that in mind for next round.
Okay.
All right. This is Malgani's wyvern, and Malgani, her face twisting with cruelty and menace, sees Thrax and commands her wyvern to claw at him. Which is a hit, for Pete's sake. That is a hit. So Thrax takes 5 points of slashing damage. Here's the problem though. Sorry. Come on, Thrax. That's a miss, but he's got advantage. The wyvern has not landed a tail strike.
Nice.
The tail darts out at Thrax. He bats it away with his axe, and you see Thrax looks extremely happy to get a crack at Malgani here. All right, Kitty.
Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure I use lucky in the right manner if I have to. Maybe make an attack roll, a will check, or a saving throw. Look, point to roll additional, you can choose spend. Okay. Can you explain to me real quick when it says you can choose to spend one of your luck points after you roll a die, but before the outcome is determined? I'm confused by that terminology.
Basically, let's say that you shot your bow, and you rolled a 14, and you're like, wait a minute, I want to re-roll that.
Mhm.
And then I'd say, okay, you can use a luck point to re-roll it. But if you roll it and you go 14 and I go, that's a miss, then it's too late to re-roll it.
Got it. So I have to check it before you do, and then say I want to use the luck
Yeah,
point.
because
Okay.
now if last round you rolled and you knew a 14 missed,
Mhm.
and then you rolled a 14 again, you're like, I want to re-roll it. That's fine, right? But I can't really tell you the outcome, and then you use your luck. It's meant to be like you use your luck before you know the outcome.
Okay, got it.
Right.
I have to kind of use my like best judgment on that, knowing
Yep.
what I know about the
Yep.
game. Okay.
But you absolutely can use information you had from the round before. So.
Okay. All right. I am going to separate a little bit from the group, just so we're not clustered. I'm going to move about right here next to the dead Tabaxi soldier, and I am going to. Do I still have my stealth on me? Can these two see me?
You are not invisible, but as a rogue, you can use your bonus action to hide. Which,
But if I hide and then shoot at them, they could possibly find me after that.
you could use your bonus action to hide, then take the ready action
for the next round.
Them whenever they move, or you could let me coach
I can't waste a turn though, because then
you're over here, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you're in kind of a heavy covered tree area here, so you're in the woods, so this checks out. You could use your action to shoot, then use your bonus action to take cover and hide. I would probably give you disadvantage on that though, but you could certainly try.
Let's do it. I want to do that because I want to get a chance to shoot at them, and then I want to be able to hide afterwards.
Real quick, Kitty. These guys you wouldn't get sneak attack on them. These three.
Any longer after I hid?
You could if you hid first, but if you shoot the wyvern that's fighting Thrax or the dragonborn that's fighting Thrax, those guys are within 5 feet of one of your friends, so you get the sneak attack on them either way.
Oh, okay. So instead of going for this one, you know what? Yeah, then I'll help my friends out and I'll use a sneak attack on the guard that's in the middle.
Okay, he's pretty badly hurt already, so.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna I'm kind of gonna go a little bit to the right here, just so I can get a good visual in between. A clean shot, a little bit of distance, because I'm gonna use my short bow to do it. Sneak attack is turned on, and I'm gonna use a short bow. Hopefully that's enough. Can I use?
You can use luck.
Oh wait, no, she gets another 4. No, I don't know if that helps though.
1 is always a fail.
Oh, okay.
But see, I'm not telling you the outcome, but you can use your luck point because you already know the outcome. You see the difference?
Yep, exactly. But the thing is, do I use my luck or do I use my inspiration? What would you guys do?
Luck resets every day.
Yeah, okay, let's use luck. So use one of the lucks and minus that down, and then I just roll straight out D20.
Perfect.
There you go.
And then
that is a hit.
Yes.
Please mark off a luck point.
I did. Yep.
Holy shit! You and your boxcars.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 10 points of piercing damage, right?
Yep.
Kitty.
Yes.
Your 2-point damage from your ranged feat is not turned on. It looks like.
I do. I have it checked.
Oh, okay. It just didn't show up in the thing. Okay, never mind.
I'm glad you asked though, because now I'm like wondering.
Go to the crit hit table.
Okay, go to where I found it before. Roll.
You already have a heroic dice, but you get 1 free attack with no bonuses.
So I can attack right now.
You can shoot again with an arrow. Yeah.
I shall do just that.
This won't be a sneak attack. It's just regular
short bow.
Short bow.
Oh, that was almost a 1.
It wanted to. Wanted to.
I'll remove sneak attack for this one, so it's just range.
Real quick,
sorry.
No, it's fine. So that was a 13. This is with no bonuses. So that would be a miss with their armor. However, you've got all these heroic dice, so I'm saying you could use one if you wanted to.
Yes, I do. I do want to use one. So
Okay.
a 21's a miss.
No, so the 21 is with your bonuses.
Okay.
Mhm.
So see how it says free attack, no bonuses?
No bonus. So I would have
So
had
it's
to
just the
remove range
roll.
weapon.
Yeah.
So it ends up being
Just the 13 plus whatever you have a D10
Yeah.
and a D12. Because you still have Mr. Boots's Bardic Inspiration.
yeah. I want to use that. I want to use the
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration.
Alrighty.
So I'll remove
I'll mark
that.
I'll mark that off.
And I'm rolling a D20,
Oh, you're rolling a D12
D12. Okay.
and you're adding this to your. Oh, plus you get the D4 that Manon's.
I didn't know if that was a bonus or not.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So
So roll a
D12.
D12. Yep.
roll a D12. Okay.
All right. Roll a D4 because that's still a miss. Now it's a hit.
There we go.
All of that.
All right, we
just
got
so
all
you
of-
could do 7 points of piercing damage.
Yay. Go
Okay.
me.
All right. This guy is in trouble.
So it might be a
Come
kill
on.
shot.
Thrax. I feel like Thrax was already attacking that guy last time.
Mhm.
So he's going to continue with that. Dun, 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 dun. Miss, actually, but he doesn't have a Emboldening Bond. So second bonus action attack. Oh
Gosh
my
dang
God.
it, Thrax!
That's his
Change those
worst.
dice color.
He is like distracted by Malgani, who he's got beef with. So that didn't go well for Thrax. All right. This wyvern is free to move now, but Kitty rolled 2d4 as he takes damage, ripping himself free from the
Got it.
from the
2d4.
thorns. He takes 4 more points. Okay, and this wyvern, same thing. So these two are both going to attack this steel defender.
Gosh dang it.
Steel defender has pretty good armor class, I must say.
Makes sense.
Claw, miss, stinger, miss,
Miss.
claws, miss.
Miss.
Oh, an actual hit. Okay. 11 points of piercing damage to the steel defender, and 18 points of poison damage, but steel defender is immune to poison, so
Yep.
no effect. Malgani. We're going to say that Malgani is mounted on the wyvern and has reach with her lance, and she stabs Thrax. Actually, no, that she's going to look at that and do lightning breath. Yeah. Thrax needs to make a saving throw. Dexterity saving throw. Advantage. Thrax fails the dexterity saving throw and takes 7d6 of lightning damage, which does not get reduced for rage. 26 points to Thrax. Ow! Okay. Herald's Guard. Kitty, you never really hid at the end of your last turn, did you?
I didn't. I decided not to. I'll
Okay.
stay where. Yeah.
All right. Make a dexterity saving throw as this guy breathes fire at you.
Come on. Yes. I hope so.
Okay. So you take 13 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Hoots. Oh, Kitty,
Yes.
did you have a spell up? Oh, yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
What's this one for?
You maintain the
Concentration.
thorns, the spike
Okay.
growth up there, and
Gotcha.
that stays, that remains. Okay. And Kitty. That's not right. Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
Kitty. As this dragonborn is bearing down on you, two figures emerge from the trees. It breathes fire at you, and then you see a pixie and a sprite. They're about a foot tall each, and they're looking at you and they're going, serves you right, and they start throwing stuff at you like pebbles.
Stupid Fae.
You took our mistress's staff and you tricked her, and the undead are getting worse, and you're a terrible person.
Oh no.
I just look over and I'm taking the wand and I'm just kind of trying to swat them out of the way as my friends are battling dragons. Like, it's the most stupidest thing I could be spending my time on. But, yeah.
This is happening.
Oh, is my turn done?
No. Sorry,
Okay.
Hoots. I just needed to get that done. So Hoots, you can see that too because it's happening right in front of you. You're a terrible person. You're a wicked and false, terrible person. You tricked her. She tried to make a deal with you and you lied to her. Okay. Go ahead, Hoots.
I am gonna do another we're gonna go with Fireball again.
Oh wow. Okay.
I am gonna go and try to do the outskirts cone of Malgani and the two wyvern.
All right, so let's see, can we... You could do that. You can get two wyvern and Malgani.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, neat thing about this one, this time, Malgani is not resistant to fire. She is a blue dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw. Can you... This is your last 3rd level spell, right?
Yes.
Hey, Hoots, I will point out to you, I see you got him open.
I was gonna do the spend sorcery points to help with that.
Yeah, you don't have to hit the gear. You can just click on the name of it and it opens the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, so when you cast a spell that forces a creature to make a saving throw, you can spend 3 sorcery points to give one target disadvantage on its first saving throw. So he rolled an 18, which is a success. You can make him roll again if you want.
Roll again.
Yes.
Mark off 3 sorcery points, please.
Can do. Oh, where would I find my sorcery points on here?
They're right
up here
under
top.
short rest.
Down to 2 sorcery points.
8 turned it into a fail. All
Good.
Right, that's a fail.
Heck yeah.
The other wyvern. Success. And Malgani themselves. Success. Okay, so roll your damage. 8d6, please.
Okay. 3d6. I'm just gonna cast Fireball 3rd level.
Yeah, it's probably easiest just to do that. Oh, that's terrible. Darn it. Okay. So they take 20 hit points. This wyvern is in bad shape. Very cooked. Malgani is only going to take 10 because the success saving throw. Her mount takes 10 hit points because of the saving throw. Okay. I believe that's your turn.
Okay.
I feel like that. You can tell that one wyvern is in really bad shape.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Anything else?
Bonus action. I am going to do my healing potion.
Okay, there you go. You can use the macro. So just select greater healing.
Greater healing, submit.
All right, you recover 17 hit points.
So 6 plus 17.
There you go.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, this guy is completely surrounded. they are going to take. Well, no, they're not. They didn't get permission, so
Yeah, they have to ask
he's going to
first.
see if he can recharge his fire breath. Yes,
Ugh.
and he's going to breathe on Thrax. So Thrax again needs a saving throw. Dexterity saving throw. Shoot, this sucks. Oh, he succeeded that time.
Thank God.
So, 15 hit. No, yeah, half from the saving throw. Guys, Thrax is in deep kimchi. All right, that's that guy's turn. Rhubarb. You know,
I feel
really,
like the rolls are not going our way.
I really don't love it when, well, an NPC knocked him down to 1 hit point. Okay, Nana.
Okay. So I want to move up to here. Why aren't you moving? I want to move up to
Are
here.
you on the measuring
And
tool?
then I was using it earlier. But I have a question, Ken. I'm gonna throw it in the chat. The Frost of the Silver Dragon. So it says the target is a 15-foot cone, but then in the description you breathe forth cold energy in a 30-foot cone.
That's weird.
Because that depends where I go.
Yeah. I think we're calling it a 30-foot. We'll default to your advantage. So,
Okay. So then I'm gonna scoot back a little bit
okay.
and go here. And then I think
30.
my
Each
cone...
creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw on a failed save, 3d8 cold damage, and is covered in ice for 1 minute, or until it uses
So I
its
think-
action.
From here, can you guys see my measuring tool?
Yep.
Yes, it's cool.
Okay, so I can hit 3 of them
Yep.
and not hit Thrax. Okay, so I want to do
Yep.
that.
All right. Mark off a 2nd level spell, please.
Okay.
And I have to make these 3. No, that'll get Thrax too. So I'll just do them one at a time. Saving throw for Malgani. It's a Constitution. Yep. Gotta
Yeah.
be to 16. All right. Failed. What about the Wyvern? Failed. Three failed saving throws, man. On.
Nice.
Yes.
Roll 3d8.
Hell yeah.
Please. They are all going to take full damage.
And they're frozen now.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
You're a mean dragonborn. Oh,
We needed
damn.
that.
Yeah, that worked out
All
well.
Okay.
Okay, and then I do have a bonus action.
Okay.
Let me go back to it. It is the Channel Divinity, so I can replace one of my spells or Harness Power Divine. That guy.
Harness divine power. You can expend the use of one of your channel divinities to fuel your spells. As a bonus action, you touch your holy symbol, utter a prayer, and regain 1 expended spell slot. Okay.
Yep.
So it can only
but
be a
it-
2nd level spell.
Can it be 1 or 2, or it has to be a 2?
It can be 1 or 2.
Okay.
But there's no reason to do a 1 because you can always cast a 1st level spell at 2nd level. So
Oh,
Mhm.
cool. Okay.
Cover
Whoa.
any spell.
okay.
Perfect.
All right. So this is the first time you've used one of your dragon abilities since that
Yeah.
stuff got shattered into your face.
Oh.
So Manon,
Oh.
I picture this this spell, Frost of the Silver Dragon. It works like your breath weapon, only in this time instead of shooting acid out, you shoot frost out like a white or a silver dragon would. And as you call forth this power, you pray to Bahamut. Frost billows out of your mouth. Your eyes glow brilliant blue, and you feel your eyes glow the same color as the gem. And then please make a Constitution saving throw. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
yeah, just trust me.
Like,
It's all for
wow.
storytelling.
Trust in the DM.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know about that.
You take 3 points of essentially piercing damage. as a sharp pain hits you right in your coccyx. Like the base of your lower back.
Yeah, that's the booty.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And as you finish breathing, you kind of look back and a tail has ripped free from your armor.
You
At
got
the
it
end-
real.
You're a
That's-
real dragon now. Look at you. You
Yes.
evolved like a Pokemon.
Like a Pokemon.
At the end of your tail is the gem of Bahamut, but it's small, not like it was before, and your tail is very thin now, but the gem is there. Okay, that's your round.
Amazing.
These two are restrained
Yay!
because they're frozen in ice.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. According to Frost of the Silver Dragon, creature covered in ice has its speed to 0 and successful save takes no additional fix. Okay. Okay, so they're covered in ice for 1 minute or until the creature uses its action to break the ice off of itself or another creature. So the wyvern is forced to spend its turn breaking free from the ice. So it's literally covered head to toe in this frosty ice, and it just snap, and it starts to shatter off of it. But essentially, you costed its entire action that turn, Mallow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bought us some time.
Kitty. It didn't get to kill Thrax, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks
Good.
to you.
Good. I am going to use favored foe against the Herald's Guard that's right in front of me.
Okay.
And I am going to pull out my short sword and try to stab it
Okay.
with its extremities.
All right. So I don't need to tell you the outcome for you to tell me what
Use-
you did.
I'm going to use luck because that is pretty low. Okay, so remove 1 luck and then do a D12 or D20?
Oh, no, this time it'd be just re-roll the d20.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Thank gosh. Okay. Now damage, which
All right.
would add 4.
So 7, yeah. Why would it add 4? Just out of
Oh,
curiosity.
what's you increase that damage by 1d4? So do
Oh,
I have
yeah,
to
yeah.
roll
You
a
get to add a
D4?
d4 to it because of your favorite foe.
Got it. And do I have to roll it or just
Yeah,
just
you have to
add?
roll that. Yeah.
Okay.
So 3. So you did 10 points to him.
Yep.
In total. Okay. So he is now marked. I mean, what color would your favorite foe be? Green?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll remember that. Anything else?
Trying to think if there's any extra like bonus action I want to take. Here's the next roll. Move during this turn. Yes. Can I use as my bonus action steady aim?
As a bonus action, give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn.
I want to do it for my next one.
You can do it for next turn. Yeah, you can do that next turn. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Thrax has had it with this Herald's Guard right next to him. So Great Axe. That's a hit. And guess what? The guard's dead.
Yay!
Yeah!
Finally.
There we go. And then Thrax turns to the wyvern and hits the wyvern with his rage. Ooh, that's a good hit.
Nice.
Okay. And then this wyvern is dead. He got icy frozen to death. First he got fireballed, and then he got frozen. So like
Went from hot to cold.
the whiplash was too
Yeah.
much for him. He couldn't take it. I feel like this guy has realized that the rhubarb is pretty well immune to his stuff. So Sorry, Kitty.
I get it.
Yeah, it's
You know what? Bring it.
it's just the way it goes. Oh, I don't know what just happened. So the bite of a 10 is a miss, but the stinger is also a miss. No. Sorry,
Oh.
Kitty just got smoked. Sorry.
Gosh. By how much?
12 points of piercing, 26 points of poison. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it.
All right,
Nice.
you take 13 points of poison. So in total, 25 points of damage.
Okay.
Could I intervene?
You can. Silvery barbs. You're going to make him re-roll his stinger attack?
Yes.
All right, here goes. I think that's
Not
still
enough?
good.
Ah.
Yeah, Kitty's AC is 16. So same outcome, but
Shoot.
mark
Sorry.
off the spell slot.
No worries. So minus how much again? 26?
25.
25. Okay.
Okay.
There. Thank you for trying.
No worries. Anything to help.
Malgani is going to use her action to break free from the ice. You see Malgani look over her shoulder. Her eyes get big, and she commands the wyvern to take flight, and they launch themselves into the air. Thrax will get an opportunity attack.
Good.
As his reaction, which he takes against the wyvern and hits again. Doing geez. Luckily for the wyvern, it's a big bag of hit points. Kitty, can you make a Constitution saving throw? You need a 12. Okay.
Boom.
The
Okay.
thorns
Nice.
are
I
still
shall
there.
receive. Yes.
Thorns are still there. Okay, so 80 feet. Okay, there we go. Okay, Malgani is fleeing the battlefield. Herald's Guard sees their boss fleeing, and they jump on the wyvern's back, and also, Kitty, I'm just going to move you here so I can do this.
Right.
You will also get an opportunity attack
Heck yeah. What can I
as
roll?
just your sword.
Fine.
That's a hit. 9 points on the Herald's Guard. Okay. And the sprite continues
I
to
forgot
berate you.
about this sprite. Stupid
Why
sprite.
would you do that to our mistress? She trusted you. Now the undead are worse. You're terrible. Okay. Hoots.
God, why does he have to be so far away? Can't let Malgani leave. Oh. Ooh. I don't think so, Malgani. I am gonna lob towards
Get
her, hit his direction. Let's see. I'm gonna move here to that square. I just gotta remember where that square is. And with an owl screech.
Chaos
Yeah.
bolts. You can add a D4 to that.
Straight up D4. 1.
You shoot at the wyvern or Malgani?
Malgani.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a
Oh, but if you
miss.
take down the wyvern,
Oh, true.
Yeah.
then she can't go.
True.
It's-
Well, it's tanky.
Yeah, but it also you kind of made the call, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's that was a miss. Malgani's plate mail armor was too thick.
Nice try, those. Good idea.
Dare!
Unless you got something else up your sleeve.
I am looking. I am looking. Oh, can't. All I have is just a quickening spell, which would turn the casting time of an action to a bonus action, so I can cast another spell.
Yeah.
Can I do that? So I'm going to throw this into the chat. Can I cast 2 chaos bolts?
Yeah. So rules is written, no, but I'm fine with it. So
Going for
'cause there's
another
a
one.
little known rule that you're not supposed to be able to cast. You're only ever supposed to be able to cast a cantrip and a spell, but I think as long as we're not talking like high level spells, who cares?
Mhm.
So yeah, they're 2 first level spells. So go ahead and do it again.
Alrighty. Malgani, pay.
That's a hit. That's exactly what you needed.
Yes.
Okay.
Good idea.
That's cheating, but let's go ahead and roll now.
Just click on where it says Chaos Bolt.
Oh, that's right.
In the chat, and it'll give you it'll do it for you.
At first level, submit.
All right, a 6 and a 4. So you can either do force damage or poison damage.
Let's do force. I want to see if I can knock her off that wyvern. Knock him or knock her?
Her.
Her.
Chaos bolt goes warbling through the air, right between the shoulder blades. She thumps forward, looks back with a cruel red eyes. I'll get you, as she continues to flee on the wyvern. Okay, that guy's dead. Rhubarb kind of growls. Manon.
I want to do guiding bolt at level 3 at the wyvern.
Wow.
Get it, Katie.
Damn.
You guys are not
You
happy
started
with this.
this fight.
Yeah.
She started this fight.
So sorry, I gotta get back to
Shit, trying to run away.
Okay. Gosh dang it.
Darn.
Even with your D4, you can only turn that into a 15. Sorry, Katie.
What about my inspiration?
Do you have inspiration?
I do.
Yeah, mark it off and you can use it.
Okay.
That's what we've been saving all these for.
I know.
And who are you targeting?
The wyvern.
Okay. Actually, roll your D4. You could potentially turn that guiding bolt into a hit. Okay, so
How about that?
keep your inspiration. That's a hit.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I need to roll my damage.
Yeah, so just click in the chat on guiding bolt. It'll bring up what level you're casting
3.
at. Mark off a 3rd level spell. Ooh. That doesn't look right. Why did it roll twice? Oh, I see. You did 30 points of damage with that. Right?
Yeah.
Because it does 3.
Yeah, because it's a higher level was cast. Yeah.
Yeah. You add a D6 for each spell slot. So 4d6, yeah, that's 66 in total. Okay. Oh, the wyvern screeches in pain, stumbles forward, continues to fly, but
No!
not dead.
Ah!
The
How?
wyvern is going to use its action to dash. Moving.
Very good though, Manon. Very
That was
good.
really good.
Yeah.
160 feet off the map. Kitty.
So close.
We'll get her. We'll get her. She fears us now.
Right?
Yeah, she does.
Let's take a look. Okay, I feel like all the threats are gone. So
The sprites.
The
I
sprites
know.
aren't.
I know, that's what I need to.
If you're not
Yeah,
gonna,
just-
hey Kitty, if
Yeah.
you're not gonna attack the wyvern and the guard that are fleeing, then
Yeah, I'm disengaging.
Okay, so you're just gonna let them go. Okay.
Yep.
All right, let me give you a little description then of
Perfect.
what you're sort of looking around. The sprite and the pixie are like blowing raspberries at you and throwing twigs and shit, and you notice Charmelaine walking north and is carrying a dragonborn head in one hand and a wyvern's tail in the other hand, and his arms are covered in blood up to his shoulders, and he just sort of like tosses one chucks the other one down.
Just
Looks
looks like the
around.
coolest person in the entire 100-foot area.
Mhm.
And kind of
I think
looks
Kitty's in love.
looks down at you two and kind of growls, and then just kind of starts to walk away, like back to the north. And then you see the Tabaxi guards that you were with come out, and they're looking a little bit shell shocked. Like they all have PTSD now from what they witnessed. Okay. So what do you guys do? This is we're actually past our stop time. We're at 9:30.
Yeah.
So
Oh, jeez.
this is a good time and place to stop, probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can we decide what to do the next round?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
essentially, I have to congratulate you guys. Like, I pushed you really, really hard with that encounter, and you guys came up with some really clutch plays. So
We were ready for it. I don't think any of us got scared. We're just
No?
like, no, we're
yeah,
here.
you guys are good. Yeah, you guys were impressive. So good job.
I will tell you, you guys scared me when y'all bunched up and they were breathing fire on you guys. I'm like, why do you guys keep sticking together?
We're down as a team.
I was just praying that I'm like, don't worry about me. I'm at 1 hit point. Somebody just lob a fire at the web. Please, somebody just do it.
That was good. The fire was
Literally,
smart.
the whole fight hinged on you not dying.
Mhm.
Because like, if you don't cast that web and like lock those guys down,
Mhm.
it would have been bad. So it was like 1 hit point of difference of damage that was rolled
So
between
smart.
going super well and like, I love the randomness of it. Like, that was amazing.
The critical hits from the sneak attack. That's the
Oh,
one thing
yeah.
I missed from Rogue. It's like, oh yeah, they just keep stacking those D6s. They're
Oh,
super tasty.
I love it.
Awesome. Great play, you guys.
We're getting cocky now.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
that's where it's gonna get worse.
All right, you guys have to so like, do think about what you're gonna do about the sprite and the kobold. So I'll just give you a preview. Like, if you engage with them, they'll finally stop attacking you, and like, not that they're hurting you,
No, talk to me and like express why they're so upset.
but essentially they're upset because you guys made a deal with Sadie that you would clear out the undead, and you haven't done it, and you took her staff and you're using her staff,
Yeah.
and they feel like you're big city folk who took advantage of a country bumpkin, and
Mhm.
that you broke your word.
Okay.
So
We'll repair that too while we're
Okay.
out here saving the
Well,
world.
Yeah, I say add that to
And
the
the
to-do list.
bond.
Right?
Oh,
you guys,
Gosh.
here's the DM just piling shit on you.
Yeah.
at first it's sprites. Next comes tridents. Then there's the entire forest. It's like,
Don't forget quicklings.
yeah. Oh. No,
I don't
no.
want to
I'd
know what
rather have
those are.
Just thankfully it's sprites for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, let me just do that real quick here. So where is it? Cancel option.
So,
So,
well,
just real quick here. Pixies stand barely a foot tall. They resemble diminutive elves with gossamer wings, like a dragon or butterflies. They're luminous, and they're shy. But this one is angry. And
Yeah.
sprites are, let's see, does it describe them? Doesn't really give them a description, but they're essentially the same. But sprites are males and pixies are females. So
oh,
there
okay.
you go.
Cute.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Am I the herald?
that's not how it works.
But it is how it works. I
No,
have
you
the
don't
heart
just-
of
You
Bahamut.
just ask me. You guys
Well,
get to-
I was hoping that it would come back to me so I could start commanding things, and then they all flew away.
Oh shoot. That would have been cool.
Okay. Well,
now
we'll
we could
we'll
try something
discuss that
different.
later.
Keep that for the next
this
encounter.
goes all the way back to the story that you wrote about your tale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Which I'm so excited. You finally got your tail. Yes.
I'm all grown up.
A real life dragon. I'll never give you crap again.
Uh-huh.
Much.
Yeah.
All right. Katie, I'm going to stop recording.
Okay, me too.
All right.
Cool. Well, yeah, good game, everybody.
Great job, my
Yeah.
friends.
was fun.
Off to either Lower Corridor or the zombie dungeon. And can you guys let me know before we play next what you're thinking so I can prepare?
I'm thinking zombie dungeon, but what do you guys think?
I think so
D.
too. I think yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Okay.
but we also can't waste too much time because we need to get to the
Our
boodles.
only opportunity to catch
3
food
days.
for
Only
my one.
2 times. We have 3 days. We could do the zombies on day 1 and then go and get boots.
All right. What
We'll
is our
discuss and let you know, Ken.
what is our game plan for an actual game, like our next get together?
Next one I have on the books was the 6th. If you guys are available for that, I am.
I felt like
For-
somebody couldn't do the 6th, but I may be misremembering.
I have
I
mine got
was-
for the 12th for in person.
I have the in-person as the 12th still.
Yep.
So we are coming back into town on the 6th. I should be back by 5
Okay.
that day.
All right. So we may be able to play on the 6th.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're leaving in the morning, so I mean, as long as knock on wood, there's no car troubles or anything.
Okay. Well, you just
I'll be
text
able
us
to
and
play
let us
that
know
night.
what the situation is.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
Good for me.
Thanks, my friends.
Yay! Awesome.
Um,
Thanks.
How's everybody feeling about the directions your characters are taking and all that? We all good?
Very happy with it.
Yes.
Okay.
And thank you for doing this, especially with being kind of like under the weather too. Ken, it's a lot
I
to
know.
keep track of even on in a normal night. So
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I was looking forward to this in such a big way. I couldn't wait to see your reaction to the boodles and
Yes.
The
and
boodles.
Yes.
all that. So there are definitely a lot of threads right now. Are you guys good with letting everybody read each other's backstories now, do you think?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll share those among the group and
Yay.
get that going. So
That'll be fun.
I think you'll enjoy them. You're good with that, Tiffany?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, cool. All righty.
I like my sorcery points now. I'm glad I'm diving into those types of magics.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah,
are killing
that's
it with sorcery.
the thing is this is not really a heavy, or has not yet been a really heavy combat kind of campaign. So you guys haven't really had a chance to really flex your muscles, so to speak. But
Yeah,
I felt like this combat, especially, you guys really brought it.
Oh.
It felt
We
like
didn't get nervous. Like
it
we
felt
knew
like a
when to.
different team.
Yeah, we knew when to like get out of there on certain things, and then for this one, we're like, no, we can handle it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It felt like a totally different team. So you guys kept your cool. It was pretty impressive.
Nice.
So all right, cool.
All right, guys. I
guys
am
in a
going to go
week.
ahead and leave.
Yeah. Have a good night. Feel
Sorry to
better,
keep you
Ken.
late. Yep, I will. You guys have a
Okay.
good night.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Bye.